All right, hello, welcome to Tabletop CP After Dark. And we're still setting up here, but we're playing a game of Flames of War, Italians versus Indians?
British, but yeah, my guys are Indians.
Indians/British in the desert, El Alamein or whatever. That's what the mat is. So, so Johnny's still getting the guys out, and then we're going to do the intro stuff, and then we'll get started. So 15 mil. I'll be the Italians. Johnny will be the British.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a lot of tanks, and I have a lot of infantry and quite a few tanks.
Yeah, you got pretty good amounts as well. You got some smoke markers here there. Tank destruction, which is bound to happen.
Yeah, I think there's going to be some tanks going down here tonight because there's a lot of tanks, a lot of AT.
Not a lot of cover.
Not a whole lot of cover. The town in the middle. But
Alright. Took a little longer.
Alright, so let me know when you're ready to do the intro stuff.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much good. Do you want to set up the mission stuff first?
Oh yeah, let's get a mission. Pick a mission out.
Yeah. And then we can just,
Then we'll do the intro stuff.
yeah, because the setup is the most, I don't know how to play this game.
Richard, hello Richard. Thanks for stopping by. I know it's late out there for you.
You want to just do since we're still,
That's not basic.
yeah, I'm not going to be able to come up with what to play.
No, just pick one out.
Yeah, that's cool. Want to roll a d6 for me?
Yep. D6.
5 is counterattack.
Counterattack. All right.
Yeah, so setting up, so we got to see who the attacker and defender is. So we got to roll off on that one. Scratch one of these. 5 and 4, so you're attacking. So you
Italian attack.
Yeah, so I pick a table quarter to defend.
Table quarter. All right.
Yeah, it's an interesting scenario. I'm just gonna pick.
Yeah. British model guy. Yes. Italy and UK. Wallace is here. Haven't seen Wallace for a while, but he's back.
Nice.
Chris Peralt. British model guy.
Yeah. Hello, UK people. Dedication.
Probably doesn't like Ohio or something. I'm kidding. So we're just going to set up the mission now and do some intro video stuff, and then we'll get started.
All right, so I got to pick a table quarter, so I'm going to pick this one here.
Okay.
You set up directly opposite of me.
Opposite.
So I'm going to be here. You're going to be here. In this game, it's going to be like, you'll see. So I pick here, and you get to be adjacent to me, so either on the long or short table edge.
All right.
Now, I place one objective in my table quarter, and it's got to be 12 inches away from the center.
Okay.
So I'll just use one of these here. So,
Do these come with the
yeah, no, I bought them separately.
vehicle?
Yeah. I dig them. It's got to be at least 8 inches back.
Greg's here. Yeah. So Greg, I'm playing the Italians, and Johnny's going to be playing the British. Has to be more than 12 from the table edge,
And 8 from each edge and the back.
or from the center.
So I'm placing mine here. Then the attacker, you did that already. I placed one in my table quarter. Now you place one objective in the quarter opposite to their own. So you would place an objective
Out here somewhere.
No, I believe it's because I'm placing one here, so you're placing one over here somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's just, it can be anywhere 8 inches from, so it's got to be at least 8 inches up and 8 inches from an edge, and 12 from the center. But technically, you can place this thing like I'm here.
I'll put it up here just to make things interesting.
Yeah. Because you can put it technically as close, like you can get it really close to you on that side, you know what I mean? Because you can get it all the way up to like the center line, which is 24. So technically you can put this thing right here, but outside of 12 of the center, obviously. Yeah. If you want, or you can put it all the way back.
No, that's fine.
It's kind of a race to objectives, right? So like you can either focus on this one or go that one or make me split. Because I can't just say I'm going to sit in my corner here, because otherwise you can just go grab this one and then I lose, right?
All right. Yeah, I'll put it there.
So you did that. They must be 8 inches, blah, blah, blah. So I deploy 60% of my force, and I have to hold the rest in reserve. You get everything else. So
I can deploy everything?
yeah.
All right.
But I got to figure out how much of stuff I need to put in reserve real quick, and then.
All right, let me do a little bit of intro video stuff real quick.
Sure.
If you can move that stuff off. And then while you're figuring out 60% of your force, I will go ahead and introduce the map. When was that? Oh, let's say the year.
Yeah, it's going to be all historically whack, because I think the forces are these are all over the place. So.
We're North Africa.
Yeah, there you go.
Hello, welcome to Tabletop CP. Today we're headed to North Africa for a game of Flames of War. All right, so we're going to be North Africa, Flames of War again, our second game. First game was pretty good, pretty popular, so we're going to play it again, but desert this time. So Johnny's brought his British/Indian force, and he also brought his Italians, which I'm going to be playing. And he's brought all of his terrain, and we're going to play a game of Flames of War. So we'll see how it goes, and we'll go ahead and start talking about terrain and mission and stuff. So terrain-wise, What are the terms for terrain in this game? Like large, small, or is there anything that's not what it looks like kind of light terrain here?
Let me think about it real quick. I'll probably just hold up 3-inch mortar section. So this will be first here.
All right, so Chris Cox says, I really enjoyed the content you guys have put out and look forward to seeing more. I think this is the first time I've seen you guys playing Flames of War. Hopefully it's a good game.
It's a fun game.
It's the second time we played Flames of War. I don't know if we live streamed the first one, but we do have a edited version of, or edited video of Flames of War out there right now.
Don't quote me on it. You find it.
Yeah.
Some people.
Last game came down to the end.
Yeah. All
That
right.
was just because
I figured out my reserve, so we're good to explain the forces or whatever.
So you're gonna go to the terrain?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let me just talk about the map real quick. I'll have you go over the terrain.
Okay.
All right, so for terrain, tonight's map's going to be the Geek Villain El Alamein map. This is a new one that Mac sent us. We haven't used it yet, so this is the first time seeing it. It's a desert map that's got a lot of green in it. So if you're looking for a greenish desert map, check out the description, and you can get yourself your own copy of it. So Johnny's going to go over the terrain, as I don't know the terms in Flames of War. So go ahead.
Sure. It's not super complicated. So this would be considered short terrain. So this scrubland, this wreck here.
Okay.
And I think that's pretty much all we have for short terrain. I guess if you shoot over these walls, it'd be short terrain as well.
Okay.
All that does is it gives concealment to the unit inside them, so no bulletproof cover unless you're behind a wall, but that's going to be only for infantry.
Okay.
Buildings are bulletproof cover for infantry, and they block line of sight, obviously. So if you can't draw line of sight across the building, that's just the way it is, and that's going to be the same for stuff like these rocks. And these, if you're on either side, if you're up on them, then you can see over them, and if your tanks are up here, then you can get hauled down, so you can get concealment as a tank.
Okay.
which is not a lot on this board, so it might be useful. The trees, I mean, we'll just count them as if you have to draw line of sight through them. We'll just say they give you concealment since we don't have them. They're patchy. They're not big woods or anything like that.
Okay.
Other than that, that's pretty much it. We don't have too much complicated stuff. I don't think these get cross checks because they're just considered scrub land, so they're not super difficult. The only thing that would give a cross check on this board, to be honest, is if you try to get a tank over the wall. I think that's all we got, to be honest. So
right.
We won't have too many cross checks. It's the desert, There's nothing out here. So
green desert. So.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the terrain. We'll talk about the mission. All right. So you have to go over the mission too.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So the mission, we're really playing tonight.
So we're going to be playing counterattack. We're just rolling off. We're not doing like the force selection stuff where I choose attack or mobile defense because I haven't played in a while. Travis is still new, so we're just rolling a d6 and using their chart for random mission. So counterattack, I got to be the defender. So I start in this table quarter. Travis is going to be starting over here. I placed my objective here. He placed one over here. So essentially, in this game, we're just trying to capture one of these two objectives. I can't do it until these don't become live until the 6th turn. So that means that it's not until turn 6 that we can see if someone has an objective, right?
Okay.
The kind of thing is that my reserves are going to come in on Travis. So my reserves are going to come in from that corner over there. So Travis has to be kind of careful about
all right. So
he's going to have an early jump on me because I'm going to have 40% of my force in reserve and then roll each turn to see if they come in. So he's going to have everything. So, you can kind of decide, am I going to push here? Am I going to go over here?
So my entire force starts in this table.
You start in that table board.
And then 40% of yours starts in
60% of mine.
60. Yeah. Okay, and the other 40 is going to come in.
They're going to come in on that. So along either this edge here or this edge here, I can decide where they come in. So. So they're meant to kind of counterattack your placement of this thing here, right? To kind of, because the odds are in this mission, you'll probably be able to get to this pretty quickly, right? Because you can start up to 8 inches away from the center line, so you can be like right here, and if you dash or double move, you can be pretty close to it on turn 1, right? And so, but you have to kind of figure out what you want to do with your force that way. But yeah, that's pretty much it. They don't turn live after turn 6, and if turn 6. Travis has one, he wins automatically. And I can only have one. I can only win if there are no enemies within 8 inches of either of these objectives. So I have to push you off if you're on it, right?
That's
and you just have to have started the turn within 4 of it and no enemies nearby. So it's easier for you.
All right. So that's the mission. We'll go ahead and let Johnny talk about the forces next. All right, so which force do you want to go over first?
Let me, I guess we can just do the Italians. Let me just bring them up real quick here. They're fun.
So the Italians?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. You ready?
Yep.
So we'll start off with the Italians that I'll be commanding tonight. And we'll let Johnny, as he's gone over everything, he's going to go over the forces as well.
Yeah, so these are... they're Bersaglieri, so they're like better Italian troops. And Travis is a rifle company. So he has his company commander here. So it's just 2 small base teams. Then 2 full-size platoons of riflemen. So 9 guys, 9 stands each.
There's a machine gun in each of
And
those, right?
these are just rifle MG teams, yeah. So they get 2 shots.
Right.
Then you have your dedicated machine guns back here, 3 Beretta MGs.
Okay.
Then you have a 3-unit mortar squad, and then last thing you have is 47 millimeter anti-tank guns as another squad. So that's your core formation here,
Okay.
and they are pretty hard to hit. They're pretty durable. And then for support, we have
Probably not as durable as a Vulcan here.
they're pretty close.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, these are the L6 tanks. So they're small little scout tanks. They have paper thin armor, but they can do the job. He has some German support in 2 Panzer III longs and 1 short to give a little extra AT firepower. 4 Semaventes. These are really good. They can fire bombardments or direct fire, and they have pretty decent front armor as well. So They're the best Italian armored vehicle in the war. So
Okay.
then you got two Lancias here. These are super fragile. They're just giant guns on a truck, so they can get killed by machine gun fire and stuff. But they have massive guns with massive range, so they can go through anything I have. I don't even get a save. So, and then lastly, you just have 4 howitzers, just standard artillery. They can work in direct fire if I get too close, but mostly bombardments.
And how many points is this?
This is 100 points on the nose.
100 points.
Yeah, and the only last thing I'll go over is that he also, since we played last time, I'm giving Travis a command card this time. So he's having Basaglia bombs, which will make his infantry be able to actually hurt tanks if I decide to assault them. It's a kind of little trap card for me. And last thing I'll say is the Italians have a weird rule where as you deploy each unit, you roll a dice. If you get the symbol, which is like a 5 or 6, they get upgraded stats. So you can see on this card that their normal stats are here, and if you got that little axe thing there, they get better, right? So most of the things get better. Like they go from trained to 3 or better instead, So your stats
one of these dice.
It's one of those dice.
So we'll roll one of these after we deploy, I guess, to see if anyone upgrades.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And that's the Italian force, so we'll go ahead and look at the British. All right. So you remember all the British stuff?
Yeah, I've played this guys before. So.
Okay. All right, so here we have the British. How many points are the British?
The British are also 100, or they're 99, and I spent the extra point on the lucky card, which lets me reroll.
Okay.
So I have 2 formations in my British list. I have a rifle company here, so we have our HQ, small rifle squad, 2 6-pounders, 4 Vickers MMGs, some universal carriers, little scouts, and then these mortars are also part of that, but I have them separated because this is what's coming in reserve.
Okay.
And also 4 25-pounder, a battery of 25-pounders.
Okay.
Just ignore the long barreled ones. And then my second formation is Death or Glory. So these are, here's the HQ with 2 Valentines and 2 Crusaders CSs. Another troop of 3 Crusaders with the 6-pounder. And then 2 more troops of Valentines. And then my final support piece is a troop of Grants. So Death or Glory, they're easier to hit. So they hit on 3s. But they have Valentines, so they're pretty good. Their front armor is, I believe, 7. So in mid-war, that's pretty good. So it's really, can I get close enough to assault with these guys? Because their gun is horrible. It's AT7. So
Like a 1-pounder?
Yeah, it's a 2-pounder. So it's not good. These guys have a better gun, so do the Grants, obviously, but they're more for bullying infantry off objectives. So
Which we may see.
we may see, but you got a lot of firepower to blow these things up as well. And they're the danger of 3-man platoons is that you lose 2 and they're checking every turn, right? So
As I learned in our last game with those Tigers.
that was really unlucky. Yeah.
All right, so that's it for the forces, the mission, and the terrain. So we'll go ahead and get started. Yeah. So deployment.
So deployment is pretty simple. I think I deploy everything.
So you deploy first.
They didn't place. Yeah, I placed everything.
Okay.
It's everything.
I'll let you go ahead and do that and check and see what the comments are saying here. Are you by chance using the new product of the Italians and British?
I don't know. This stuff is from when version 4. Well, those are from when version 4 just released, and this stuff is pretty old. This is all from like version 3 and 2.
All right. So no,
Not really.
probably not.
I don't know if they really released anything.
Wallace says, of course, right now I'm painting BattleTech. BattleTech. Oh man, not you too. It's been a long time since he was involved in Flames of War. Aaron Somerville said, getting back into Flames of War, version 4 looks great. My first force will be Migration Soviet Armor, followed by Migration German Tank Hunter. All right.
I like mid-war. I like the desert stuff. But those are fun for sure.
Yeah.
Just,
I prefer early or mid-war games personally, just because there's less super weapons, Panzerfaust. I mean, once the Germans get the Panzerfaust and the Panzerschreck, at least in other games. Not so much in this game, but in Chain of Command or Bolt Action, Panzer's like king.
Yeah, but all right. So I'm gonna do a scout move. Although I don't think I can get within 16 inches of an objective. I'm pretty sure. So I'll have to figure out that. Leaving too much room here. So what the scout move does, you can get one too, as long as the rules get followed, is that they can make a move, any kind of move they want after you deploy them.
It's a whole army.
No, just the scouts, and then they act as like another. They kind of expand your deployment zone within 8 inches of them. So they're useful in that sense.
Cool.
Yeah, I actually lost all of my cards for the British, so I have to like use the book.
Like lost, or
I don't know where they are, dude. So let's see. How far?
that suck.
That's okay. The book's there. So universal carriers, they can move 10 inches or terrain across the country -20.
So all the cards are in the book too?
Yeah. Yeah, they are. So you can use either or. Like if you just buy the cards, you don't need a book, right? You can just I think I have to stay 16 inches away from them. I'm gonna place these guys here and kind of expand my deployment zone that way. And I'm going to use that to my advantage.
So there's, I guess the 25. So there is artillery. You got the 25 pounders. I got those cannon. Okay.
No, we have artillery for sure.
So the big template might be coming out.
Yeah, so I'll put these guys in here.
It'd be rare to see a game without artillery, huh?
Yeah, I didn't really run any when I used these guys in the tournament, but I had like Churchills and I had an airplane to act as like my artillery. Or that was the point of the airplane anyway.
Flying artillery.
Yeah, mostly.
That's what the Stuka was.
Yeah, I mean,
The Germans use it to pinpoint strikes on bunkers and stuff. Especially early in the war. Late in the war, they were just slow and sitting ducks for the faster fighters from the Americans or the Russians.
might have to.
I know I played. You ever played War Thunder?
Yeah, back in the day.
I just re-downloaded it again.
Man.
It's funny because like I had War Thunder and I put a lot of like time and money into it, so I had a bunch of stuff, and I was a bunch of cool planes. I had all kinds of stuff. This was a long time ago. Like it just first started introducing the tanks, and like some dude kept hacking into my account. They were trying to sell it to him or something. And then he emailed me. He offered to pay me $100 for it.
Did you sell it to him?
No, I didn't. I'm like, hell no. And so like,
This is
I guess he got into my account somehow. Because when I re-downloaded it, I had all kinds of like new stuff and all kinds of like, because you can make crew like different groups of different types of fighters. And yeah, there was a bunch of them named like crazy names.
It gets a hold of you in an ambush. You know, I'm gonna hold these 6-pounders in ambush because there's no point in deploying them right now.
Okay. Yeah, so long story short, I got a bunch of free shit. Yeah, that was so. But I remember in that game, it's like your Stukas. After a certain level, you can't. It's not even worth bringing them anymore.
Too slow, right?
Yeah, they just get shot down like instantly. It's like okay,
It's just like wrapping the room.
yeah. I can't even get to the tanks. I'm like dead 5 minutes after I take off before I even get there.
The question is, can these guys hold this by themselves? Probably not.
Small platoon. Yeah, those British infantry platoons are tiny, man.
Yeah, I know. It's like always the bane of my existence.
Is
No,
that just because of what the force you brought, or can you bring big
you
groups
can.
of infantry?
In the second one, they have. You can do. This is not too far up, actually. You can do a motor rifle, which is like. Or this is motor rifle, so they're a lot smaller. But you can do like. What's it called? working with quarter.
Motorized?
You can just do the full size rifle platoon.
Yeah, because your infantry is like a quarter of what mine is.
Yeah, I know. It's not gonna. I'll probably lose, but it's okay.
That's all right. I haven't won a game against you in quite a while, if ever.
Nah, you definitely have. We've always been like really close.
I should have won that last game except for that P-47.
Yeah, you were about to win that game. Honestly, I was getting ready to just pick my stuff up, but
When that P-47 comes in out of nowhere,
47 came in.
crippled, he, like bailed one, wouldn't get out.
I gotta figure out if I'm willing to risk getting shot. You're coming in from over there.
But I have those scouts, right? So I could drive the scouts up.
You can drive them up, but you can't get within 16 of
Oh,
an objective or a person or my deployment zone.
right.
So that kind of limits that aspect. But I think I am gonna actually move these guys a little bit. So you can't get like too close to me, thankfully. So I'm just gonna try to maximize cover here. Now I'm just wondering if I need to. I think these guys should be able to hold it, so I'm gonna send support this way.
Okay.
And I hope that they don't get instantly killed by something.
So a bunch of tanks, a few Bren carriers. What do the Brens have? Just Bren guns?
Yeah, I just have this MG. So this is all in reserve. So I gotta hope that those guys aren't gonna be super useful, but
And then they have something in ambush.
I have these 6-pounders in ambush.
Okay.
But I will actually, I think I'm gonna keep these guys. They're fast, so I'm gonna keep them hidden over here because if they need to, they can just bounce out. I just gotta see where you're going. You know, this game, I go, you go, so you have to kind of like, especially I don't have the first turn. So.
All right, so I need to deploy now.
Yeah, just give me 1 sec, because I think, yeah, you deploy every. No, wait. Shit, I think I might have missed something here. I did that. Any ranged in markers here? Well, I'm supposed to place ranged in markers. Oh, that's not even work now. I already deployed everything.
That's right, we can go without ranged in marker.
Yeah, we still can do it.
All right, so then I can place all the way in anywhere in my table quarter, and these guys can be within.
You can't. Yeah, you have less of a deployment zone. You're 8. You can be 8 from the side of the thing. So whatever 24
So wait,
or 32 minus 8. So
like right there.
and then no, you can be closer than that. Basically, this is your deployment zone. So you're 8 from the center line and 8 from the line here. Yeah. So basically, you can be.
I'll put these guys like that. And then they get a scout move, right?
So you can be 24 from here, and what is it?
24. Oh shit.
24, and then 16 up is the most you can be.
Okay, so I want to put these guys up as far as I can get them.
Yeah, that's gonna be your zone here.
And then they get scout move.
Yeah, but you want to be this. My deployment zone is technically the halfway line, so they want to be a little. They have to be a little further back because they can't be within 16 of my deployment zone or unit, which is, you know, technically the halfway line.
So right there.
So this guy actually should be down here.
Right there then.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what's their move?
So I have to look at their card. So they can do up to you can do a cross country dash, which would be 18 inches.
But I can't go within 16.
You can't go within 16 of the objective.
Of my edge of it.
Yeah.
So
But you can also go that way, right? Like you can further go out this way.
So I'm gonna go up this. So that'll be my scout move to these buildings.
Uh-huh.
And then I can place within 8 of that.
Yeah, but again, still following those parameters. You can't be within 16 of my deployment zone and 16 of a.
So I can put a platoon
You
basically.
can put them back here. You can put probably guys over here. Oh, well, you can't get closer to this.
Yeah.
But back here, over here, and probably not over here though, because you'd be.
I'm gonna put a platoon right here.
Well, you can deploy everything now, so you can do whatever you want.
All right, so our platoon is gonna go back here. So we're gonna make a mad dash for the objective if we can get out of range of those 25 pounders.
You have the first turn, so you can remember that.
And there are templates in this, so I want to make sure I
There are templates, yeah. So,
don't bunch up too much.
well, there is a. You have to be within 6 inches of your unit leader, which is usually the small base guy. So, you do want to keep that in mind as well. So you can spread out, but not as much as you used to be able to before.
Platoon leader.
Where's your friend go?
He took off. All right, there's that. So I have another platoon. I guess I should try to make a push on you.
Well, the thing is, like, because if you go all in on this one, I have reserves coming from your butt, so you have to cover that as well. So it's kind of a tough choice, but they're not guaranteed, right? I have to roll a 5 or a 6. So
Yeah.
you don't want to expose yourself too much.
Are we gonna be dug in or?
We start dug in, but if you're racing for the objective,
If I move.
you won't be.
So if I move,
If you move, you won't be. You'll move your dug in, yeah.
okay, I will come in.
You can also kind of,
Coming back here and make a move on the objective. Why not?
yeah, you can also kind of plan as well by. You can also kind of plan, like if you know my stuff is coming from over there, you can have some like I don't know some tanks ready to like
Well, I'll have some armor over there for sure. Just
ready to be attacking me or something.
ready for the counterattack. So there's those guys.
And those guys can be even further up, right? They can be up to.
Well, they can't be within 16 of your line.
No, that's only for like getting the scouts and stuff. But your deployment zone is, because the halfway is what 24, so 24 minus 8, so you can get up to 16 inches from the back edge there. Yeah, so you can be a little bit further up.
Definitely. We're attackers, so we're going for it.
I should have left my machine gun teams over there.
We're coming in. Okay,
These
so
guys have
there's
a cool ability. They can bombard machine guns.
indirect fire.
Yeah, or Vickers or whatever. So it's kind of interesting.
The British like to do that, huh? I'm going to put these guys up here. The Britas.
Sure. Just getting. Well, they're infantry, so they're going to be dug in concealed no matter what. So it doesn't even really matter too much.
So they're going to be up here just to provide some fire support.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Elephantinos. That's what these are called, right?
Yeah. You know they're called.
But,
Your Italian stuff, they,
I've been researching Italian stuff a lot
Yeah.
lately, so
they're fun.
they're going to start dug in too, right?
Yes, they're actually really mobile, right? Because they count as infantry teams, not as gun teams.
Oh, yeah.
So they don't have a gun shield, but they move the same speed as regular infantry. They can dig in. They move 8 inches. They don't have any cross-check penalties. So yeah, they're pretty good in terms of like they're just infantry, right? So they don't count as gun teams, and their save is a 3 or better. So
I'm going to put these guys up here.
sure.
So probably can't see through there.
Yeah, you can't see through there.
So I'm going to just kind of put them like that. And if I need to move them, I
You
can
can
move
move them.
if they don't get killed.
They don't get killed.
And then my howitzers. Shit, I got a lot of stuff here. So mortars need line of sight to see anything?
Yeah, you don't have a spotter. Your company commander can spot for them if you want them to kind of do that kind of thing. But
So the company commander is these two here,
that's your 2 COs. Yeah.
and they need to be how close to a unit?
They don't need to be close to any unit, but if you want to get the reroll that they offer, they need to be within 6 inches of the unit leader. Right.
So these units don't have leaders.
They do. You're supposed to like mark them, but whatever. Just pick the one.
So the green one,
That the infantry is usually what matters more, right? Not gonna bust your chops too much if you don't mark it, because it's annoying having to put like one of these things near each one. Right?
Yeah. All right. So we'll put my CO there,
Sure.
so you can kind of
Figure out where you're going.
which way is going to be more important.
Yeah.
These things.
So they're separate platoons. Each one is its own independent thing.
Oh, really?
So yeah. So you can place one somewhere and one over
Can
there.
I shoot over the infantry?
As long as the infantry don't move, yes.
I'm going to put one back here, just kind of. Are they good against infantry by any chance?
Not really. I mean, kind of. They have a big ass gun, but it's only like you're wasting shots on infantry, right?
So I'm going to put one up here too.
They have a gun. So they have a weird kind of rule. So they have a gun shield, right? Which means whatever direction you fired in, you have bulletproof cover.
Okay.
But like, see right now how that gun is facing away from me. Let's just say,
Yeah.
if I fire my machine guns at that thing, you get a truck save, which is a fire or better. And
Yeah.
any failure, you're dead.
I'll
Whereas-
make sure I keep that thing.
Yeah.
pointed right.
Whereas if your gun is pointing at me, I have to pass a firepower check to kill you. Right? So,
I'm going to move him up a little bit. Then.
Yeah.
Just so he's not within line sight of this machine guns. All right. So my
Probably
howitzers are going to need line of sight as well, right?
one of them will need it, or again, your CO can act as an observer.
So if I put them back here behind the hill, is that like a bad thing?
No,
As long as they have some kind of line.
they just have to be. So you have to pick one as a unit leader, and then still be within 6 of that guy. All of them, right?
all of them.
Yeah, you don't want to. You can't have them like super spread out technically, because if
Oh shit.
well,
Okay.
so technically yes, you can. But the bad thing is, say I kill that guy on the far,
Yeah.
then the other guys aren't going to count, and then for morale purposes, it could be bad. So usually, what we do is like kind of like a diamond like this, where like say like this guy here is my unit leader. He's within 6. He's within 6. He's within 6. You know,
So if I was to have this guy as my unit leader,
you can go 6 inches out from him, right?
Okay.
You don't want to be too bunched up because like where's the I don't know where the hell I put the template, but you know, you don't want to just have one bombardment. As much as possible, you don't want to have one bombardment just cover the whole thing, right?
so they could fire indirect over this.
Definitely. Yeah.
And the tanks coming over here, could they pivot and fire?
It would
them?
be a move, but yes, because they don't have turntables. Or
And
anything.
is there a arc?
Not really. It's just so long as anything's in front of them, you turn to face. So like in this case, say, you know, my whole front arc is basically anything in front of me.
Okay.
But if I was firing at your truck there, for example, I would have to pivot to turn like this, right? Which then exposes my sides again, right? So
All right. I'm gonna put these. What are these called? Servo Montes?
some Ventes.
Servo Montes. Here's a.
Oh,
Still got some of that. So these things, I think I'm gonna put over here as a. To counter your reserves. Then my Panzer IIIs are gonna go back here. Are they gonna be able to move through all this shit?
yeah. Yes, but
I'll put them up here. That way they can go either way. All right, so that'll be it. That's all my shit. That's a lot of shit.
you probably don't want. Well, you have the first turn, so you can get your Panzer IIIs in that scrub if you need.
Don't want to leave them out there.
Well, I have an ambush, right? So I could just be like, boom, shoot you right in the head. Also, 25 pounders do have direct fire. So, okay. I'm going to go to range real quick. They have a 24-inch direct fire anti-tank 9. So it's actually pretty gnarly against.
So the British have direct fire weapons that fire indirectly and indirect fire weapons that fire directly.
Seems like it.
Okay. Sounds about right.
Yeah. Well, you got the first turn, so you get to unleash hell.
All right. So. Okay. So I can move. I got to set. Let me go over the deployment real quick. All right. So the deployment is done. Johnny deployed 60% of his stuff. So he's got his infantry platoon kind of here in these ruins. He's got his 25 pounder platoon kind of strung out around here.
Mm-hmm.
Their
HQ there.
company headquarters.
These guys are in ambush back there.
The 2 6-pounders are in ambush. He's got some, looks like Crusaders back behind that bluff there. Vickers platoon. And then over here he's got his Bren carriers. And then another, about 2 Valentines, and then 2 close support Crusaders as well. And so that's his. The rest are going to be coming in reserve over here. And then I had to deploy everything. So I got a lot of crap on the table here. So first thing I did is I deployed these little tanks, scout tanks, and I moved up. And I was able to move everything up a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Although it doesn't look like I really did, but there's some rules about getting so close to the deployment zone and the objective. So I pretty much wound up with everything on this line. So they moved up first, and then one of my 90 mil trucks came here, behind here to hide from those Vickers because it's vulnerable to those. I put an infantry platoon here. These what are they called? Semoventes are over here. My mortar or my howitzer platoon is deployed back here. My mortar platoon is deployed here. Another 90 mil here. My CO is here. My Elefantino 47 mil guns are here. German Panzer IIIs. My Breda machine guns platoon is up here on this hill. And then I have another platoon over here ready to make an attack on the objective. So plan wise, we'll see. I'll just make a rush for the objective. I don't know how far I'll get, but we'll see what happens. And then he's just going to defend, and we're both going to be going towards that objective there to see if we can get there. Because whoever, if I'm there on turn 6, is it either one of us or is it just me?
Either one of us. Well, as the attacker, you have the advantage because you only have to kick me off, right? I have to have it so nobody is within 8 inches, whereas all you have to do is push me off at least 4 inches away, right? Which you can do with a successful assault no matter what.
Okay.
So you do have the advantage on that aspect, being able to push me off, whereas I have to kind of make like a perimeter around it, you know.
With not a whole lot of stuff over here.
Not yet, but I have the counter. That's
You do have the
counterattack.
He's got a lot of stuff off there, a lot of tanks. So remind me again how this works for filming format purposes. It's you go, I go. So
You do everything. So you move,
I do everything,
shoot, and assault.
and then you do it, and then
and
that's
then-
the end of the turn.
That's the end of the turn, and I do my thing. So
Okay.
probably movement. You're not going to want to. It's better to just recap after you move everything, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'll pick it. I'll remember it, but I think the format last time was good, so we'll try to replicate that in this game. So we'll go ahead and start with the Italian turn 1.
Mhm.
All right, so I'm going to start moving.
yeah. So you probably just need to
Start moving.
start moving. Yeah.
Well, the first thing I want to do is I'm going to move that infantry platoon up. You know that.
So if you're just trying to maximize movement, you can do a. If you look at the infantry card,
Well, maybe I'll move these tanks up first.
sure. So they can also they can move tactically and still shoot, or they can cross country dash 18 inches again,
So they can go how far and shoot?
10 inches.
10.
So their gun's pretty shitty though, so I don't know if it's worth it's anti-tank 5, so
We're just going to move up more than 18. Probably 18. Yeah, so we're just going to come up here like this. Scout tanks. Yeah, so the infantry can go how far?
but generally they can go 8, but you can, if you're not going to use them to shoot, you can cross country dash 12 inches.
12. Yeah. So we're going up.
And you could do a follow me order as well. Oh, before you finish that move,
Oh, we got to do
roll for each unit.
That's right. Okay.
And here's another green one.
Start with this tank platoon here.
Yeah. Nope.
The infantry platoon.
Nope.
A 90 millimeter.
Some of
Some
them
of days.
Nope.
The howitzer platoon. The other 90 millimeter. The mortars. Something's got. Is there anything on this?
There's
Panzer
two.
IIIs.
There you
Panzer
go.
IIIs.
No, they don't get it. They're German.
Oh, okay. And these guys, and then finally the Breda platoon, and then these guys,
Your HQ too.
and my HQ. Yeah, not a
Nobody,
damn thing.
nobody wanted to be the hero.
Wow. Okay. Well, that makes it easy. I don't have to remember that. All right, so yeah, we'll keep moving up the infantry platoon up. Make a beeline for that objective. Try to get on it.
Hey, you got a buttload of battalions anytime.
Yeah, Greg's and all those, tons of them. The Semaventes are gonna move up as well.
They can move 10 and still fire.
I don't think I can really see a whole lot.
Probably not. Their range is actually pretty short too for direct fire. I think it's only 24.
Okay, so let's move up like that.
Again, if you want to get extra distance, you can always do follow me orders. So that'll give you an extra 4 inches if they pass the test.
I think I'm good where I am. I don't want to hop out there too far yet.
Okay.
So my other platoon, I guess I'll move them and then I'll shoot my machine guns. Machine guns are gonna fire.
You have some blue tack?
I got some super glue.
Just be stuck there forever.
Okay, so these guys are going to. So you can move 8 and shoot.
You can move 8 and shoot, yeah.
Move up 8 and shoot.
It's not going to be super effective.
That's all right.
They'll be in the open.
We might get lucky. Or you have to shoot back. I mean, the 25 pounder.
25 pounders.
Is there a minimum range on the artillery?
There is a minimum range, I believe. I think it's like, they think you're still out of it, but I'll double check.
Because I think I might try to run up as far as I can to get inside that minimum range and shoot ineffective shooting.
Well, there's danger close. I think it's like it can't be within like 4 inches of a friendly person or whatever. Like a template can't be within 4 inches of something.
Oh, but you can hit the back of the formation.
Technically, yeah.
All right.
You could also technically, it'd be a risky assault. There's a lot of fire that still can happen.
Yeah, I'm not assaulting yet. I want to be aggressive, but not that aggressive. Panzer IIIs, Elephantinos, can they do anything in the infantry or no?
I mean, they're not great against infantry, but they're not horrible.
What about the 25 pounders?
The 25 pounders, yeah, I mean, they can shoot at them. Because, like, if you look at their thing, they have, I mean, they're 4 up firepower, so it's not bad.
All right, so I'm gonna send my Panzer IIIs up here with them. And then I'll fire the howitzers, the machine guns, the Elephantinos, Panzer IIIs, the 90 mil guns, everything will go at all this stuff.
Sure.
But I just need to make sure I clear so they can go
10 inches and still fire. You probably want to make sure they have space to shoot. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So I think that's it for movement. Everything else is just going to shoot.
You're going to leave your 47s in there? They might be out of range.
What is their range?
It's pretty short. Here you card over here. It's only like
24.
24.
I'm looking at 24. Is there a pre-measuring in this or no?
Yeah, you can pre-measure.
Yeah, I am within 24 of all this stuff. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to do some shooting then.
Sure.
So let's get the dice corral out. So all the shooting is going to happen over here.
Okay. Where do you want to start with?
Let me go over the movement real quick, and then I will go over, then we'll do the shooting. All right, so movement, first thing I did is I moved my little scout tanks up here. My infantry squad is also charged up here to get closer to that objective. Dog is not working. These guys here also moved up, and that's pretty much it for there. The only other movement over here was this other infantry platoon had charged in towards the village, suicidally possibly, and then the Panzer IIIs are with them. And as far as shooting goes, everything else is going to stay still and shoot. Well, I guess I should probably move my.
Yeah, you should probably move them to somewhere where you can be used.
So I'll move my CO as well, and then we'll do some shooting. Okay, so CO will move he's going to go over here with these guys.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Hopefully help them hold their objective. And all right, I'll start with the infantry. Actually, we'll start with these machine guns up here on the bluff.
Let's gotta make sure that's in range too. I know they have long range, but I don't know how long.
They're within 24 of the. It's got to be 24.
They gotta be at least 24, but
I would hope so.
yeah, they're actually barely 24, so only 24. Some of the other ones, I think the Vickers is like.
Hello, Walkabout Games, Shred, Stotzenberg's here. So 24. All right, I'll start with the machine guns on the bluff, firing at the infantry.
Sure. You're gonna need long range.
How many shots per?
They didn't move, so they should get like 6.
6 shots each.
Uh-huh. But it's gonna be hard to hit me.
Yeah, I'll take my chances.
Yeah, because these guys are hit on 4s. But I am dug in concealed, so that's a 6 plus long range, so you need 7s.
So a 6
followed
followed
by 5 or 6.
Okay. All right, so I did move my CO over here to help with this push towards the center objective. And then I'm going to first start off with my burrito machine gun platoon is going to fire at his infantry. I need 7s though, so 6s followed by 5s. No, so that's 1 gun. 2 guns,
Got 3
3
there.
possibles that time. Oh, I got 2 hits on you.
Okay.
And then the last gun. So 2 hits, which out of 18 dice, not bad.
No.
All right, so you need to roll the save.
Who are you targeting?
These guys here.
Okay, that's fine. You got 3 hits, you said?
2.
2. So just those 2 in there, I guess. So looking for 3s.
Yeah, they're fine. Okay, so that's the machine gun platoon. Next, I think we'll do these guys firing at. I'll figure it out. So I can only see that 125 pounder from here, probably.
Yeah, looks like it. That's still worth it though. There's nothing. What else are they gonna shoot at?
Yeah, let's try it. So what do they shoot? 1 shot each.
2. They didn't move.
Nope.
And 2. So you have 8 total. And those, it's still long range.
Shooting across the scrub. Your hole down.
Well, I'm dug in technically, but yeah.
Okay.
So it's still going to be 6s followed by 6s, or 5 and 6s, because I'm veteran, long range, concealed, plus the on the ground.
Okay, so 7s again.
Yep.
Oops.
Oh, machine gun teams.
Put that here where it was. So next up, the 47 mils are going to fire at that 25 pounder up there on the bluff, and these are also going to need 7s. So 6s followed by 5s. Wow. I don't know if I don't need your dice anymore, man.
I've had. I don't really like you telling this. You don't have to use them.
I might not. I might not. So that was these guys. So let's do the mortars. We'll do the mortars next.
Sure.
So the mortars will fire onto those infantry as well.
So you got mortars are, they're artillery weapons. So you got to figure out what their range is, and then pick a spot that they can see. So they have up to 48 inches.
Okay. Well, they can see these guys, so we'll fire at that team right there.
Sure. So that'll be the designated target point.
Yep.
So I believe you are. So we look at your skill, which is. What's over there? Yeah. So your skill, if you had rolled the better one, you'd be. So you're a 4, and you're ranging in over terrain. So you're gonna need a 5 to range in, and you get 3 chances.
Like Wargaming World Dice set.
There you go. All right, cheater dice. Here we go.
All right, so my mortar platoon is going to dink a few shots off at that guy right there.
Yep.
And needing a 5.
Yep. So first attempt.
Oh, and I did roll all the special Italian dice, and I didn't get a single one. The only unit that got it was the Germans, who can't get it.
Yeah.
Everyone else failed, so no one got a boost in veterans.
You're just regular guys.
Yep, just regular Italian. So we're going to try to range in on this dude here.
Needing 5.
Nope.
Second attempt.
Second attempt. Come on.
There you go.
Ranged in.
Yep.
The Wargaming World Dice. have come through again. So we'll get the template out and see what it hits.
Yep. Might as well just get that set up, 'cause- and you should have a ranged in marker in that Italian box. So if not, I can get one. Here's one. Yeah, there you go. Just put it where you want, but it's
So the mortars are ranged in.
Yeah.
We're ready to start rolling.
I don't know why I'm rolling these desert rat.
Valentine's, yep, we have Valentine's. Dapper Fox says, "What's the scenario?" I believe it's called
Counterattack.
counterattack from the rule book.
So we pointed at the unit that's firing, you drop the template, so you're gonna get, so you get all of these guys there, one of my commander HQ guys, and one of the 25 pounders.
Can I roll these?
You roll these to hit to start, and I'll do the saves. So go ahead and do these. You can just roll 3 here because they're all the same.
Okay.
We'll just do them as they lie. You need, normally it'd be 4, but because you second attempted, it's 5 now. So
I got all of these guys here.
yeah, you got these bunch here.
So we'll just roll these 3 in the
These
ruins.
5s. Okay, back guy gets a hit, and then the 25 pounder. No, and then 1 HQ guy. No.
Nope.
So for this guy here, he's fine. But I am pinned down.
Okay, 10 those guys. That's cool. Next up, since we had some luck, we'll use our howitzers to fire onto something as well. I'll think about it. I guess the same guys. I mean, I can't really see much.
I mean, you could, any of those guys can be like the spots. So they can kind of like, if you want to try to drop it like somewhere, well, that'd be kind of hard as a building, but
Yeah, I'll just hit the same guy with the howitzers. Let's do that. So my howitzer battery is going to also fire at the same guy.
sure.
Not a whole lot else to see. So see if we can range in. Even a 5.
Yep.
No. There you got on the second one again. Okay, same thing.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
So those first 3 guys in the
Yep.
building there.
Meeting 5s. You got the middle guy this time. He's okay.
Right, then the
25
pounder.
Nope. And then the HQ. No. But you're ranged in, so you won't have to do this.
So both of these, all my indirect fires ranged in. Next up, we'll do. How about this 90 mil here? We'll fire at your 25 pounder.
Sure.
Okay. So how the hell do we do that? Just a direct fire?
Just direct fire. You need 6s. There's 6s followed by 7s basically, except done anything.
7. Okay. So this guy's firing at that 25 pounder on the hill.
You get 2 shots.
2 shots.
You didn't move, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay.
You have your other big ass one too.
The other big ass one,
Their range is like 48 inches, so they can.
the BA1. He'll fire at him as well.
No.
Damn.
It's hard to fire at stuff that isn't.
Yeah, I guess so. So all I have left is this infantry platoon and we'll do the Panzer IIIs next, and we'll fire at those guys in the building again, I guess.
The main guns or machine guns?
Main guns. No, you know, we're going to fire at that 25 pounder.
With main guns?
Yeah.
Sure.
Why not? So
Well,
7s
you
again?
can see, I mean, some of them can see this guy, some of them can see that guy.
Okay, so both of those.
Yeah, but you'd have to, well,
So I have one close support one.
yeah, well, it's just a short, it's not close support.
Okay.
But in this case, it won't matter because you're not firing armor.
So these
right?
2 will fire at that one, and he'll fire at that
Sure.
one.
So this is 1 shot, 2 shots from those guys, you need 6s again.
So I have these 2 on the left. We're going to fire up there at the 25 pounder.
Or 7s, sorry.
7s again.
Was it over? Well, you got one possible. Nope, and then the same thing over
And
there.
then this one on the right is going to fire at the one behind the building there. Nothing.
You should just keep the Italian dice.
Yeah, I say that. Mine aren't doing a whole lot better. These guys here, they'll just fire straight ahead.
Yeah, so it'd be
Probably
one.
won't do anything.
It's 1 shot each because they moved. So 9 shots. You gonna try them again?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, same thing. Well, actually, these guys only need 6s because,
The 6s.
well, you're within 16, I think.
So close range or warning.
Yeah, so
So the infantry platoon is going to fire ahead.
Yep.
They haven't done a damn thing yet. But I only need 6s this time, so there's a chance I can do something.
there's 2.
2 possible. Okay.
So, I mean, they can only really see, well, I guess they can see it here and here. So,
Okay.
and I guess here too. So, really, it's here, and then you get to decide.
Oh, I didn't see that guy back there.
Yeah, they can go here.
That's your platoon leader?
No, he's like a little mini mortar,
It's,
little hand mortar or whatever. So here, he's okay, and
2-inch.
they're both okay.
Okay, all right. That's it. Yeah, that's it for me. So big movement this way towards the objective, a lot of shooting and with almost zero effect. We did pin down those guys at least. So that's it for the Italians and the British phase. Or turn or whatever you want to call it. Okay.
Let me look at the rule book. How should we get the order of operations here?
Corey's here. Corey and Lily are watching. Lily's a little like 4-year-old girl that watches tabletop TV.
Hopefully, my daughter does the same thing.
She might.
She might be here next time when she's a little older. All right, so I'm just following the order of operations. I don't have any tanks to remount. I do have to rally these guys. So I think these guys rally on a 4. The platoon, my HQ is nearby, so they need a 4 better on 2 dice. They do on a 6, so they're not pinned anymore.
Okay.
But sitting there under artillery templates, both ranged in, means that I have to reroll successful saves. So it's not ideal. And those have heavy firepower, so. But it's like, what else are they going to do? They're really there just to kind of slow you down.
Yeah, you got to defend the objective.
I check victory. Now I reveal ambushes.
Oh boy. Hands or 3s. This could be your unlucky day.
Well, I have to reveal outside of 16 unless I'm in concealment, which I don't think I can get anywhere here. It's the desert, so.
Popping up right in the open.
Right where you didn't see them.
Hold on. I want to have you recreate that just for the camera.
What do you want me to do?
Just pull them off and put it back on again, just so I can have some footage of it.
Okay. Boom.
Just for the edited.
These guys are shirtless too, so you know they know,
Oh, man.
you know they mean business.
Shirts and shorts.
Yeah.
Are like on vacation.
Yeah.
I can't imagine fighting in a desert in shorts. I mean, it would be nice to be cool, but man, all the rocks and stuff.
Yeah, your knees parts destroyed, right? And then I roll to see if I get any reserves. So I get 1 die on a 5 or 6. I get a reserve. I don't get a reserve. Yeah, I got to choose what to bring in. I will bring in a Valentine troop.
I guess I should have asked when there. I thought it was going to be like a few turns from now.
No, it's there's what we did last time was delayed reserves, which means they don't come in until turn 3. What we're doing this time is immediate reserves, which means I will start rolling on the first turn.
Man, okay. But I should have repositioned my
Some of them days.
yeah, a little bit just so they get some shooting.
Yeah, but my gun is really bad. Like it's really bad.
Yeah, I still got enemy armor rolling around behind me.
Yeah, it's not great, but I think I kind of want to go join my forces, not like.
Run rampant in the back.
Well, I'm gonna move just 10 and be like that. So something like this. Because basically you get 16 either here or here, and then this is like your movement point, right? So, and let me double check. They actually move 10 because they are Valentine's. They do. I might not even be in range again. That's 24 inches. Yeah. I could also just shoot these stupid things. That might be a better use of my gun, but.
Yeah, probably.
So reserves there, and now I'm just going into the normal movement phase. So, we'll just start charging forward. We're gonna get these fellows into the rubble here. Scrub. Universal carriers.
Yeah, what the hell are they going to do? I do have infantry coming, but target-wise, I don't know what to shoot at yet.
They can't do too much, so I think they're just going to cross-country dash back behind this thing over here to kind of be ready to, it's it can be a long game. You never know, right?
Yeah.
Now my Crusaders, I'm like,
What do you do with the Crusaders? Tis the question.
I think they need to help out these fellas over here. Like, and they survive being shot back. I don't think they can.
If I have any Panzer 3s left.
Well, even these guys can do damage
yeah.
now. They don't have very good front armor.
True.
So, what are these Crusaders?
Wallace runs
They have 14
Gurkha paratroopers.
I didn't realize Crusaders can move 14 inches.
They're fast. That was kind of their thing.
Mhm.
I got one of those in 20 or 148.
I think the smart thing to do is just to. I could risk a blitz, but I don't think that's smart because their skill's not that great. This guy's
He's
facing forward. It's just the
Okay.
terrain because they're. Oh, my tactics are horrible. They're 5 or better. Yeah, so blitz. I would need a 5 to try to do a blitz movie. That's not gonna happen.
All right. So that's it for movement.
I'm gonna just risk my infantry. I might actually just move this mortar guy into the bottom of this one, so he'll still have bulletproof cover.
Okay.
But I don't think him being there is like super helpful for anyone. My HQ, they're fine there. They moved. They popped their ambush. Yeah, I think we're good on the movement. So.
So in the British movement phase, and we'll start over here. He did get some reserves in.
Yeah,
But Valentine's
lucky.
came in. So they came in 16 from his edge here. And they just moved on this direction, kind of facing what I have here. This platoon of Crusaders, or a couple of Valentine's, a couple of Crusaders.
Yeah.
They moved up into that scrubland there. The rank carriers moved behind that wreck. And then lastly, you had these Crusaders here just moved up on top of the bluff. Oh, and can't forget this, 2 6-pounders have ambushed out of nowhere, a bunch of shirtless dudes in helmets. So we'll see if they can do it. So we'll move on to shooting phase.
I mean, I think I kind of want to. Well, you know what I'm gonna try to pin those infantry down. So I'm gonna try to do an artillery. Since they're in the open, I'm gonna use my Vickers to try to do a machine gun bombardment on the other.
Okay. So first he's going to try to do some indirect fire with his Vickers platoon. Oh, these guys.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because they're pretty far, and if I can get a decent template on them,
No pin down.
and I can pin them down, I can hit like.
Is that all it does is pin them?
Well, you can die. You're in the open, right? So, but yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try to put it back here to get this back guy's there.
Okay.
But I still need to range him. So.
All right. So you give me a couple of chances with that, like I did? Or?
Yeah, just like you did. I'm just trying to figure out what my skill is.
Okay.
It's still 4, so.
All right, still 4.
So I need a 4 because it's in the open technically.
Okay.
So here's the first try. Nope. Second try. Yes.
You got him.
So
So I got to roll a bunch of saves.
Well, I got to roll a hit still.
Oh.
So since they're all kind of the same, we'll just do it as they like. 'Cause they're all just rifle teams.
Okay.
And I can get, we'll just say, basically all these guys, so not the front 3.
All right.
So
So
6. So I'm just gonna roll 6. Since I did the second attempt, I need 5 to hit you, and you can just put them where as they lie next to the guy. I'm trying to just get 1 hit, to be honest. That's all I got.
got one.
So we'll just call it this guy back here. Yeah. So you need just 3 or better, or he's dead because he's out in the open. He's
Oh
dead.
no!
And they are pinned down.
Some Italians have been killed.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. All right, so they're pinned down.
And they are pinned down. Yeah. That's kind of the beauty of that thing.
Oh, that hurt.
Yeah. So I don't have to waste the 25 pounders to try to do the same thing.
All right, so the machine gun is an indirect fire. pinned down, killed some guys. What's next?
We'll do the 25 pounder, so we'll try to counter battery fire onto like here, because then we can hit the mortars, the Lancia, and a couple of an artillery thing. And you're in the open, so I think these guys' skill is actually 3, so I'll go with that girl. Yeah. They're fearless vet, and I guess pretty sure artillery.
Fearless veteran artillery. All right, then. So 25 pounder counter battery.
Yep.
So
So
all this.
here's the first try. Yes.
Oh no, it's a hit.
So we'll put the template and figure out what the best way to point it. I think that's probably the best I'm gonna get. So one of each thing.
So the whole platoon of mortars, the 90 mil, and then this guy here.
So I'm gonna try to hit that first. So here's we'll do the 3 mortars as they lie. I just need a 3 because I ranged in.
Oh,
Only the middle guy. And here's the Lancia is also hit. And then the last guy is also hit.
So we'll roll for this mortar here.
Yeah, so that's your save. That's a 3 or better. You're fine. But you are pinned. That's my dice.
So the Lancia.
Lancia is just a straight up, because it's artillery, it just needs, it's a 5 or better, or this
5?
thing's blown up.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. It's a truck. Hey,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
okay. And he doesn't get pinned.
25 pounder. You don't care.
Yeah.
25 pounder takes a hit.
Possibly dead on a 3 or better, 4 better, but he's dead anyway. And the unit's pinned down. So both the mortars and the howitzers are pinned down. There should be a couple of those pinned down markers in there.
Okay, so put those out and we'll let him decide what he wants to
Yeah.
shoot next.
We'll probably just go with the 6 pounders and then the other guys up here. So
That's a bail out.
yeah,
So the whole battery
The
is
old-
pinned down?
yeah, the whole battery. That Lancia surviving is actually pretty clutch for you though, because that was I was expecting to kill that and not the other stuff.
So what are you doing now?
I'm just gonna fire everything over here with the 6 pounders of the P3s. So yeah.
The camera. Try to roll right here. All right, so we'll start with the 6 pounders.
Yep.
Firing at the Panzer IIIs.
Yeah, it's long range, so I need 5s in the open. They didn't move, so they get 2 shots each. Just 1 hit, so we'll put it on the long barrel, obviously, but you probably want to try to switch it to the short barrel because he's worth less, right? No, so but now it's my AT of. I think it's. I want to say it's either 8 or 9. 6 pounders. It's 18-9.
9.
Yeah, but your front armor is 5, goes to a 6 because of long range, so you need a 3 or better.
All right, so he hit with a 9. I need a 3 or better to bounce it. I got a 3.
That's a tie.
Tie.
So on a 4 or better, I bail you out.
Okay.
So possible bail here. He's bailed out.
Oops, should pin down.
Those have both on them.
Oh,
The newer ones with the ram's head on them, they have the one you had, the pin down one.
okay. We'll find it. We'll let him figure out what he wants to shoot next.
No, that's it. You got it. It says both.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the newer style.
Oh,
It says
okay.
pin down or
on the
bailed
same
out.
side. All right.
Yeah.
All right. What's next?
It's just the Crusaders. That's it. On this side. Well, I guess my infantry can fire as well. But
Okay.
so here's the Crusaders.
So Crusaders next at the Panzer IIIs.
We'll be targeting the active Panzer III. Travis can always switch it if I get any hits. Needing 5s as well, I believe, because I think we're pretty sure we're outside of 60. Needing 5s here. 2 hits, so I want to go here and here. You can obviously try to switch to the.
Yeah, let's try to switch one to the bailed out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Negative.
So again, it's the same thing. You're looking for 3s or better.
All right. Long barrel,
Bounce it.
short barrel,
Bounce it.
Bounce it. and then the last thing we got
We
your.
have some infantry to shoot at, so I'll just fire the rifle MGs. We got 1, 2, 3 that can see.
Oh, and his mortar brand.
I don't know if you can fire while moving, so I'm just going to say no, just for the sake of time.
2 inches should be able to.
Well, I'll look right now. 6 shots meaning 4s for these guys. Just 1 hit, so that's
3 up?
Yeah, so 3 up. You're good. I don't really care about the mortar too much.
Okay, so that's it.
Well, that's it for this side.
Oh,
I do
yeah,
have
that's right.
some
We still
stuff
have
to shoot over here.
So we'll come back and shoot on this side next.
It's not super complicated. It's just 3 shots from 2 tanks.
3 shots
Yeah,
from 2 tanks.
so 3 from the end, 2 from them. So it's not a lot.
All right, we'll start with the Valentines here at the Semoventes.
Yeah, we'll try.
Or we're gonna change it to these guys.
You know, we're gonna start here because I can only see this guy and this guy.
Okay.
So I'll start.
So we'll start with these platoons
Yeah.
against these guys
So
here.
they can't see anything. They're out of range anyway. So here's number 1. I think I need a 6. So
All right.
I can only see this guy. Nope. Same thing over here. No. So, and
So
then
nothing there.
yeah, and then these 3. Oof. We'll fire at the L6s because my gun's weak as well. So I need 5s in this one. Got 1 hit, so I will put it on this guy here. You can try to swap if you want. But
No, I don't think that
yeah,
it is.
it's your armor. That might work. Your front armor is going to go up to, 4 plus 4. 8. You bounced it. my AT is only 7.
I thought
So
you said these sucked.
they do, but my gun is also just as bad.
It
So,
also sucks.
yeah, it's anti-tank 7. So
All right.
so
So
beat that. I got nothing else. I don't have any shooting scoots. I don't think.
all right.
So that's
Move
it.
on to turn 2.
Yeah, here we go.
Turn 2. Okay. Not too much damage. Richard Hogg, hello from Glasgow. Someone said something in Spanish. I don't know what the hell. Que ondas? What?
Want to read it?
Yeah. I can't read it.
Yeah, he's saying what's up.
Oh.
Chingan Wenchas. That's some kind of slang. Not super familiar with that term.
All right. So my move and shoot. Or my move.
You start with your cleanup
Rally,
phase, right? So you have a couple of things to rally, unpin,
Alright.
get back in as well. So
All right. So first thing I do is clean up phase. So these guys are pinned down.
yeah.
So I'll
So
see if I can get them to
let me
unpin.
check their morale real quick.
I have a bailed out tank
They're
and then 2 pinned down.
so those guys rally on a 3 or better.
Come on, guys. All right. You're out. All right.
Take that off.
The bail tank.
They remount on a 3 or better as well.
No
Get
problem.
back in. Yeah, no worries at all.
The mortar platoon.
The mortars rally on a 3 or better as well.
Oh
There you
no,
go.
the mortar stay pinned, and then the 25 or the artillery battery.
Yeah.
A 3.
That does it. They're fearless.
All right, so fearless artillery battery.
Yeah.
And that's it. So now I will do my movements. All right then, let's do it. What are we gonna do here? How about Semoventes? We'll start over here.
The range is short, so you have to check it before you.
24 inch.
Yeah, it's probably there, but it's also not. Well, so the AT is only 8 for direct fire. My front armor is 7, so you're waiting for me. You wanted me to roll 1s, basically. It's not ideal, but
Yeah.
it's not. It is possible, obviously. So they do have heat, so that means that range doesn't give me a bonus at all for armor. You know,
So they can move 8 and fire.
I can move 10 and fire. Remember, I still have. I'm gonna roll 2 dice next turn. So, if I go here, I'm right in your ass.
That's right. Okay.
So
Let me move back.
just a heads up, just in case you get. You know, it's not guaranteed that I will, but you know.
Yeah, crap. That's going to change things up. I got to worry about the reserves coming in now. All right. Maybe I'll just kind of rotate these dudes. Wait for some reserves. All right. So they'll stay there, wait for the reserves. over here, the scout tanks will scout up. These turrets don't turn.
They do. They're probably just stuck, but you know, well, if your shooting purposes, they can always turn. So don't worry about it too
Look like that. My infantry are going to make a break for the objective as well.
much. Just swarm towards
Swarm. What did you say? 8?
Move
8 shoot?
Yeah.
Or 12 and not shoot.
Yeah.
Would it be crazy to just run out there?
Kind of. Because it's only turn 2, right? So you have to sit there for 4 turns in the open. Your best bet is probably doing something like getting around these, like getting prepared to take it. Like maybe getting like you can get 2 teams in here and be within 4 inches, right? So you can kind of just be there.
And we're going to go 8. 8.
Headquarters, and then the rest can all kind of just funnel in behind them, right? In different areas.
He's got to come up in there. I got 2 small teams. Well, that's my company
That's
commander.
your company.
You guys are just gonna move up. Company commander's gonna go with them. Thinking this 90 mil over here is gonna drive this direction. Actually, he doesn't even need to move, does he? He can just stay there.
Yeah, you just check their range. I believe it's they have a turntable so they can fire 360.
If I move, can I shoot?
That's the thing with the.
So I burn a tough lead in there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he'll turn this way.
You can try, like I said, you can try a blitz move, but if you fail, then you count as moving. You can't fire. So, but that would give you 4 inches if you successfully did it. I don't know if it's worth it. They have
It's not worth it.
he has a 40-inch range, so he might already be in range. I mean, probably of the Valentine's, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
I think so. These guys are gonna move up into the scrub land.
I'm sure they 8 inches, so they're just like infantry.
So they'll move up into the scrub land. Panzer 3s. Going into, man, I got those 6-pounders there.
Yeah, but you saw how like hard it is to actually like do anything to them, right?
Yeah, I guess I should just.
You can, I mean, if you're really worried about them, you can shoot at them with mortars can't fire this turn, but
25-pounder.
artillery or even I don't know,
Machine guns.
machine guns might be out of range, probably. Yeah,
Okay, we'll just move them up.
sure.
Let's be aggressive.
If you want to be safe, you can stay outside of 16 of the 24 pounds of them, so you get that bonus to shoot. But
Yeah. We'll just come up. We'll take our chances here
if you want to keep full rate of fire, you can also blitz. So
instead of a normal.
yeah, that'll give you 4 inches on a 3 or better. So
Yeah, we'll just do that. Sure. And then what's this assault then? Is it stupid to assault here? Because these guys get to shoot.
you got to pin me down first,
Okay.
which you can do with machine guns. But you want to make your move and then be within 4 inches.
So I won't assault this time. If you were pinned down from that barrage still, it might have been a.
I mean, you'd have to bank on it, but it'd be hard to barrage. And, well,
Like if you failed your morale check or whatever.
yeah, I would. Then it could be worth it for sure. At some point, it will be worth it because you can just kind of.
I'll just move up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, either that or you try to dig in, right? Otherwise,
Dig in.
well,
But I'm ranged in there.
yeah, but if you dig, it's with the machine guns. I need their firepower is a 6 or better. So it's up to you. You don't have to dig in. I'm just saying, if you're gonna sit still, you might as well try to dig in. If you're gonna move, but don't just sit still and not try to dig in because
Yeah, I'm gonna move.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but these are some really aggressive Italians.
No, that's how Kevin plays, and that's how I play. You gotta stay out just outside of 2 a little bit. Yeah. And if you pin them down with other stuff, then it's probably worth going for an assault.
So did your range in stay there?
It stays there. So, but I don't think I'd be really pointing this way. I mean, maybe just
I hit the back
just the one guy there.
because I could even move up a little bit.
But you can move him out of the template.
Yeah, I do. Yes, I want to move him out.
Okay.
All right.
Well, remember this guy has to be a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's the bubble you have to maintain. Because there's a guy technically in the house, so you have to kind of stay at least 2
So
away.
we're going to move up there, and everything else is going to stay put. So I think that's it for movement.
Mhm.
So I will go over the movement real quick. All right, end of the Italian movement. These guys just kind of rotated because there could be some reserves coming in, and they're kind of here to guard my flank and all this stuff over here. I just turned the turret onto my 90 mil to face this way for the same purpose. And then my little scout tank platoon has moved up behind the rock. My infantry has gone into the village. A couple guys went into the building here. The rest are just forming the square and just moving in. Over here, the 47 millimeter guns have advanced into the scrubland. The Panzer IIIs have moved up just a little bit. So we're making a push on the village right away. And the infantry platoon has also moved up into the village as well, keeping our 2-inch bubble from those guys in the building there. I think that's it, so we want to shoot. Shooting time.
Yeah.
This guy said firepower rolls to kill if failed save. What does that mean? Hello, Edward. Get into the building? Yeah, we went in the building. Some of the guys did.
Yeah, firepower if you fail to save if you're dug in or the tank, basically. But I think we did all that, so.
Okay. So let's start over here with these guys at that.
Sure.
If I'm even in range.
It's 24. You just need, normally it'd be 3s, but I'm long range, so 4s. And you sat still, so 2 shots each.
Semoventes. Start with the Semoventes at the Valentines.
Yeah.
Long range, so need the force. 2 shots. Well, they did move.
They did move?
Yeah, they just kind of turned and moved up a little bit.
Oh, well then 1 shot each.
1 shot each. I need 5 force.
Well, you have 1 more shot.
Oh,
because you have 4 of them.
Okay.
2 hits.
2 hits onto the Valentines.
So just put them on here. Your AT's 8, my front armor's 7, so anything left, it's roll 1s. So they're fine.
Okay, so that's that. The little tankettes, we'll just have everything shoot over here as well.
You can't hurt them.
I can't. I can't.
You can hurt the Crusader.
I will fire at the Crusader then.
I can try to mistake target, but yeah. You'll need a 4-5 because of the concealed terrain.
So I think I only got 1 that can even see him anyway.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to move another one into
Nah,
shot,
that's fine.
it's probably not even worth it, to be honest.
We'll just have 1 shoot up.
Sure.
I guess anyway. All right, so that's those guys. Infantry aren't going to do anything. Oh, the 90 mil is going to fire at your Valentines.
Yeah, you just need a 4, 2 shots of 4. This could do some real damage.
2 shots at 4.
Yeah.
All right, 2 shots at 4. Let's knock out a couple of these Valentines here. Yeah.
Oh, I
You get eight.
got super lucky on that one. It's 18-14.
Their ass Okay. Next, I'll have my Elephantinos will fire up at those Crusaders up there on the hill.
Yeah, I'd say probably this guy can't see, but maybe these 3 can. On the far 2 here.
So 3.
You can fire the other one at like my Vickers or something. And just point this way.
So 3 can see the guys on the hill. This guy can't, so he's going to fire at the Vickers.
Yeah, so you are within You're within 16, but I am hull down, so you need 4s to hit me. So 3 shots of
Hold down. Oh, just because you're wearing one.
Yeah.
Need 4s.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hits.
2 hits.
Okay.
On the only 2 you can see, and then you can go ahead and fire there.
Right,
This
yeah.
needs 6s. So.
This guy over there at the Vickers.
No. So I think the Elephantino is a
Elephantino. What is that thing?
it is an AT6.
6. What's your armor?
My armor is only a 4 on the Crusaders. So so here's the first one. He's okay. Here's the second one. Is a
crap, it goes through.
Yeah.
So I need to roll a 4.
4 better and you destroy him.
Come on, Elephantino. Damn,
You failed that.
you didn't get it.
These guys don't remount very well though. So they're not as good as your guys.
Okay, next I'll have the Panzer 3s will fire up there at those guys next.
Same thing, need 4s. You want to split the short barrel one though, because he has lower armor.
Short barrel will be white.
Sure.
He's the only one that hit.
He's on the hits. What do you want to put it on?
The non-bailed out guy.
I'm gonna try to switch it. I do. So I'm putting it on the bailed guy. I think it's a 9. Oh, the short guy.
Short
I
barrel.
think he's an 8 against my 4, so I need a 4 better.
No problem.
6, he bounces it.
Okay, next is going to be my, we'll fire my infantry platoon at your infantry.
Sure. This time you just need 6s. No, 5s, because I fired, so I'm not on the ground. I'm just concealed.
5.
Yeah. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 shots.
8 shots, okay? Italian infantry platoon number 2, 8 shots onto the Italian or the Indian troops.
You got a few there, right?
5, you said?
Yeah. 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, we pinned down.
5. Oh, we pinned them.
Yeah.
It might be an assault in our future.
Yeah.
Let's see if we get those dudes out of here right away.
Not a bad idea. Okay, you got 5 hits, right?
5 hits.
So you can see pretty much everyone, so I'm just going to roll them.
Okay.
And then I'll roll one of those tabletop CP dice. That'll be the mortar guy.
Okay.
So need 3s. We got mortar and a regular guy back here failed. So you have to roll 6 up.
No problem.
So, and then one more for this guy back here. No, so they're both okay.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, it's close.
all right, so next thing my 90 millimeter.
You have your 190 mil back there and one in your howitzers too.
Okay, so my 90 mil will fire at the Crusaders,
Sure. Just needing 4s.
even though they're pulled down.
Doesn't matter. That's 5s, but yeah.
Okay, we got 1. All right, so now try to block that.
I can't, but I'm gonna try to switch it to the one that's bailed. I don't. So you get to choose. I guess it has to be this guy because you can't see this other guy. So that's firepower. So
Firepower is what, 3?
3 or better. Yeah. He's
Oh.
dead.
Oh, we killed something.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Killed the Crusader, and then I'll figure out what I want my howitzers to shoot at. Everyone's sliding.
Yeah, that's the one thing about this.
Well, my howitzer was already ranged in on you over there, so I might as well just refire them.
Sure. Yeah, this time you just need 4s.
4s?
Yep. Because you're over here.
Okay, now that I have my howitzer is already ranged in onto that platoon.
Yeah, point of your howitzers it's kind of more cool.
All right. So I lost a howitzer though. Is that doesn't matter?
Not until you get to 2 guns.
Okay.
So just do these 3 guys first, need 4s. You hit the back guy. I'm rolling 2 because I have to reroll successful save. So I need 2 3s or better.
Oh man, those dice are rolling 6s like crazy.
Yeah. Here's my lieutenant here, or second lieutenant, same thing. Didn't hit him. And then here you still need a 4.
25 pounders.
That's bad actually.
That's good.
That's bad for me because now they're pinned down, which is bad. And then I got to roll 2 6. 4 better. Oh, no. So firepower check. 3 better. You're dead. He's dead.
Killed the 25
I'm
pounder.
going to swap this guy because that's an actual. This is actually a 17 pounder.
That's cool. I think that's it for my shooting. So next will be my assault, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well go for it.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Depending on how you do it, you can. Well, did you shoot everything over here already? You did,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Shot.
yeah, so the way you get 4 inches, right? So if you're trying to minimize the amount of fire you get, you probably just want to focus on the guys in the building. So you probably do something like you get. Wow, that's a lot of shots coming from over here. So honestly, you probably don't want to bring this guy in.
They have stems or the guys on?
Well, they have rifle MGs, but like, if you get too close to they'll get full rate of fire. These guys are pinned, so they only get 1 shot each. Honestly, your best bet is maybe going something like this at the house here.
Okay.
Getting these 4 guys in. Is that, well, no, then this 25 pounder will also get a shot. But then it'll only be 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess 5, 6, 7 shots on 4. 7 shots on 4. As long as I don't get 5 hits, your assault's going in.
Should go in.
Yeah, technically it should go in, so I would do it.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
That's definitely a risk we're taking.
I just want to get some pictures here
Yeah,
before
go for it.
I forget. I already forgot once. Gotta get them in square and not in square.
This is bad on my left side. I didn't realize it would collapse so easily.
It's not collapsed yet.
Well,
It's close.
well, the Italian infantry are really good at assaulting because
They have a special rule.
no, but it's good to have for assaulting. It's good to have big platoons that are all rifles, like no bazookas and stuff, because they get like their full swingage,
All right, so let's roll it in there.
So I'll do the defensive fire, and then that'll be that.
All right, so my platoon is assaulting that building.
Yeah.
We're kind of trying to stay clear of some of this counter fire up here.
Yeah.
But the 25 pounder, and then all these guys are going to get to fire. But I'm going to go in the building. So you said you got 6 shots?
Yeah, I'm just trying to check these
6 shots.
because the mortar is slow firing, so I think it's going to hit you on a 5 because they're pinned.
Okay.
And then same with the boys. So I'll have to kind of separate some stuff because
Okay. Which shouldn't happen if 6 dice, 2 of them need 5.
so I have a boys here, mortar here, so that's these 2 will be needing 5s. This guy is pinned, and also I believe slow firing, so I think he might need a 5. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 regular rifle. And well, actually, this guy can't fire, so it's only 1, 2, 3 regular rifle MGs. So 6 shots on him.
All right.
Oh wait, sorry.
Oh.
The commander. So 1 more from him.
Okay. So go ahead and do your.
Yeah, let me just. Sorry, I just want to check the 25 pounder. Okay, they're not slow firing, so it wouldn't be a 5. You just need a 4.
All right, so it's a 4 for the 25 pounders. So rolling all the 4s first.
Yeah. So here are all the 4s. No, I'm not going to pin you.
1 hit.
1 hit.
The 5s.
2 hits total.
So 2 3-up saves.
Yeah, it's got to be on the teams coming in here, so I'm going to choose the 2 in the front. I guess it doesn't really matter.
Oh.
Oh, fine. So now you take your swings.
Assault time.
Yeah, you're contacting 2 teams, so you can do. I would roll 2 against the boys and 2 against the guy on top.
Okay.
So go ahead.
2 against the boys.
Let's check your skill.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Yeah, because I think that might have missed.
Yeah, I can't lose this assault.
Yeah, that missed.
Oh, boy.
So then 2 against the other guy. Yeah, so you killed them. Which is actually more important because you want the rifle teams are dead there. All right, now I got to motivate to counter attack, which is 3 are better actually because they're bulldog.
3 are better for bulldogs.
And I have my HQ guy nearby, but it's only these guys that are going to be able to do it. So here it is. It does.
Coming in.
So I'm going to counter with this guy here, and the boys guy's already in there. So here's the boys, which needs a 4.
Oh crap!
Yeah, so that's one guy dead, and here's the other guy missed.
So we both lost 18.
Yeah. So now you got to motivate to counter me to stay in the fight. You do.
Staying in the fight.
So this guy can move up. So now you have 1 swing at the boys and 2 at the other guy.
The boys.
You hit him, and then 2 at the mortar guy. He's dead.
Okay.
So we just go back and forth. So here's again. Do I counterattack? I do. There's the swing at the boys. He doesn't.
Nice. See if I counterattack. I do.
And
Those
you
2
got
at the boys.
3 at the boys.
3 at the boys.
Because you can move this guy because he's part of the assault. So
Charge.
he's dead. Barely, but he's dead. And that's it. The assault's over because I have no more teams that started in the assault.
Do I consolidate?
After I have to move 6 inches, at least 6 inches away from the assaulting teams, so it has to be directly away. So I got to move these guys kind of back this way.
So we pushed them off out of the village.
He pushed me out of the village. I got to move at least 6. They're still pinned down. They're no longer dug in. And my HQ.
This guy's dead, right?
has to move back as well.
That way he's back there.
Yeah, he's dead.
And I can move some kind of consolidation move.
You can do up to 4 inches. Not everybody in that platoon can move up to 4 inches. Obviously, staying outside of 2 of me. So
I'll move up into this building here.
Yeah.
I'll get up on the roof.
Yeah.
I want to put the roof on.
Oh, sorry.
There's a guy in there. Look like that.
Mm-hmm. That's a successful assault, and that's a team that's very in rough shape for sure. They only got 3 guys left.
Okay, so I think that's it for me.
Yeah, I think so.
At the end of the assault, I pushed the Indian troops out of the little village, and I have occupied the village. Still a little bit of ways away from the objective, but at least we're getting closer.
Well, so the thing is, next turn, if you assault like my guns, or say you assault these guys, my guns can't get outside of 6 anymore because they can't move, right?
Oh man,
Well,
you are pretty weak back there, aren't you?
No, actually, they can move 2 inches, but say you get up this close, like 2 inches is not going to get me out of 6. The count is destroyed.
So you need to
So
deal with these guys.
I need to deal with them at some point, yeah. But I'm in rough shape right now because, yeah.
Do you have any rallies or anything to do?
If your turn is over, yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely do.
I think my turn is over, so
Okay.
we'll do that.
Yeah, I definitely have a bunch of rallies to do. So,
All right, so we'll start pin down over here.
yeah, so pin down. I have my company commander nearby, and I believe they rally on they still only rally on 4. So I'll start the infantry platoon. They do not
They
rally.
don't rally. That's not
The
good.
guns, they definitely need to rally.
They don't rally.
Don't rally. Oh, they rally on 3
Oh wow.
with the reroll still.
That is a bad luck right
Get
there.
back in this tank. He does not.
Within the company commander's range. Does that matter?
It does, but I don't think he is. Well, no, that's not his commander anyway, so it wouldn't matter. So I have to do a motivation check. I'm going to burn my lucky card on the rally here.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I can't reroll because I already did that with the company commander.
Okay.
So I'm going to burn my lucky card. Well, let me see if I can get it. So I think they're.
Motivation check.
Yeah, let's see what their last stand or motivation check is here. I feel like it's probably not great.
If they don't pass this, is the whole platoon gone?
They run away, yeah.
Wow.
It's a 4 better. There's nothing else. Here it is, 4 better.
Oh, you got
sticks around.
Okay, so he's still bailed out.
He's still bailed out, but he
Okay.
sticks around.
All right.
That's big. But this is really big too. The 25 pounder. That's really sucks.
Yeah.
And I think that's it for my maintenance, and it's turn 2.
Turn 3 now. Oh no,
No,
it's bottom 2.
Bottom 2.
So it'll be British movement. Oh,
I got to see if I get
Reserves.
reserves, so I get 2 dice this
he
time.
does press one of these.
I got one.
One more set of reserves.
I'm gonna bring in the grants.
All right.
These guys can do
I bet you in the early, in this part of the war, like Sherman's and Grants were probably like,
the grants are grants are good, but Shermans are like kings of the battlefield.
oh yeah.
They're amazing.
Let's see. Edward Miller says, "Where are you guys? We're from. We're in the Sacramento area, Sacramento, California. I'm sure there's another one somewhere out there. Grants coming in. Oh boy.
I'm just gonna do the rest of my movement now. I'm gonna start heading towards you. Get some side shots on those guys. These guys are gonna stay put.
Before you move in too many of them. Oops, sorry about that. Anyone watching that? Oh, they're gonna stay put.
Mm-hmm.
Can you remove those guys again? Sorry.
Which guys?
The guys you moved out to Valentine's?
Sure.
Kind of recreate that move.
You want to do it now?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm just getting some B-roll footage for the edits.
Gotcha. That's my HQ. There. And these 6-pounders aren't going to move. I think these universal carriers actually need to like haul butt back to the.
Get in the action.
Yeah, they came across country dash 20 inches, so they need to just hightail it back here because that infantry platoon is just coming, looking pretty deadly out there.
Yeah, they're rolling.
They're rolling for sure. These guys are out in the open. They didn't unpin, so I'll have to just try to dig them in and hope they don't die. My guns are already dug in. They can direct fire though, but it'd be at a 1. A disadvantage, obviously. These guys just kind of stay put. They'll stay put. They move. They counter's moving. All right, so I think we're ready to shoot.
So you get some more pictures. I want to make sure I get enough pictures this time. I always tend to not to get enough. Or I think I got enough and I'm going later and look, it's like, man, I feel like I took more than that. Okay, so what are we starting with? Oh, let me go over the movement real quick.
Sure.
So to start the British bottom of turn 2, Grants came in over here facing the Semoventes. These Valentines have moved up.
Mhm.
These Valentines have moved up.
Yeah.
The 2 Crusaders stayed. The 3 Brent carriers are hauling ass as fast as they can go over there to help support this objective as it started suddenly looking very weak.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was it for his movement.
Yeah, I can't. These guys are all pinned, so I'm just gonna have to try to dig them in.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do it right now.
Sure. So here's the rifle platoon. See, well, that's the only guys that are gonna dig in. So the rifle platoon, they do.
Yeah, and those dice are pretty good.
Yes and no.
Rat pops up quite a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's digging in and
Just shooting
shooting
now, yeah.
phase.
So we can start.
Where do you want to start?
Let's start over there. It's probably easier because it's just tank stuff.
Okay. So you just can't fire the 25 pounders this turn, or at least not indirect.
Only direct, but at moving rate of fire, which for the 25 pounders, I believe, is 1. So I get 1 shot each, which I mean, they might as well, right?
Might as well.
Yeah. So we'll start with the Grants, though.
All right, the Grants.
Yeah.
Okay, Grant's going
Oh,
first.
actually, sorry. I'm gonna fire a smoke bombardment with these guys.
Oh.
I'm gonna try to anyway. So we're gonna direct it, and we're gonna try to drop it in front of your. Like this is gonna be our target here.
Smoke bombardment. Okay.
So I'm just gonna roll 3 dice because for smoke it doesn't matter. You don't count terrain or anything. just barely got it. So it's a
Oh boy.
smoke stuff.
Smoke. We'll put the smoke out.
Yeah.
I have some real smoke over there. What is that?
Yeah, we can use it as the smoke. I'm just gonna place the markers because that'll be what we actually do. But basically, I can pick a point, and then from here do 8 inches. So it's like here.
Thanks, Edward. Appreciate it. Make the trip to Historicon. Where is that? Isn't that like in back
It's in,
east?
like the Midwest or Pennsylvania or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome.
We were actually planning on going before COVID because we were thinking of doing like a trip to Historicon and then going to like just doing East Coast stuff like DC and Gettysburg and stuff. But COVID happened and shut all that down.
Then you had a kid.
And I had a kid, yeah. That was actually, we were going to go like, when she was pregnant still and stuff, like right before, you know.
Oh, you're gonna take your wife with you.
Yeah. She was just going to hang out and do other things. Her
So-
cousin lives in DC too.
So Lars is here. He said, great camera work on the channel. Use it to research bolt action to see if I wanted to make the big move to start getting into it. Thanks, guys. You never said if you did or not, but I'm assuming you did. All right. If you didn't, or if you're still on the fence about it, definitely should. It's a great game.
Yeah. All right, so we'll start with grants, I guess, into your semi-densities.
All right. Okay, so we're gonna do grants into
Yeah, sorry.
Semavente.
And the reason I did the smoke is because that has to be the first thing you fire before anything else. So that's why I kind of had to redo it. But basically, the goal was to basically block
the 90.
the 90 millimeter. Right? So here are these guys. We'll start with their
So
whole
they have,
guns.
what do they have? They got two AT guns.
Yeah, so they have the whole gun and then the 37 millimeter on top. So I'm gonna fire the whole gun first, needing 4s on your Semaventes.
Oh man.
Shit, fire! I knew every time I do that. See, these guys are how to pull.
There it is.
Here's the 37s. They need 5s. Then all right, that's not a great sign. So they're just gonna get blown away next turn.
All right, my turn. Next up, we'll do the Valentine's.
The
here.
3 Valentines into the side armor of these guys.
Side armor of the tank,
Yeah, needing 3s here.
Okay.
Or 4, sorry. 2 hits. So we'll go here and here. I think your side armor is thankfully 1. So
1.
You can still tie on a 6 though. So
No ties.
but again, it's 4 firepower. So the guy in the back is dead. Middle guy is bailed.
All right. Bailed out.
Mm-hmm.
And then this guy's dead.
Yeah. Then my 2 HQs here. Gonna fire into that same. Maybe that or just machine gun infantry.
Yeah, I'm thinking machine gun and
Yeah, they're probably more of a threat. So we're gonna just fire. They only have 3 though. 6 shots, machine gun targeting this guy in the open here. Where do you want to roll it? In here. Here. Needing 4s because you're somehow veteran. I got 3 hits on them.
we've been here for a long time.
Yeah, so we'll go something like here, and I guess here.
So I can just roll all 3 of those.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. You say
Boom.
3. Yeah, they're good. Just like,
But 2 more, they're going to be pinned, right?
yeah, but I got nothing left over here. I should have.
those 2 guys.
They
back
fired the smoke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I should have actually fired these guys into there, but that's okay.
Okay.
So that side's done. I think what we're gonna do here is fire our Vickers into your Elephantinos if they are within range.
There's to there. All right.
Which they are. And I think the Vickers, they get 6 shots. This is gonna be a lot of dice.
Okay. 6 shots each.
Yeah.
So I'm in cover, right? So concealed.
I'm gonna need 5s to hit you. But you're technically in the open. Or you're not dug in, so because you moved.
Yeah.
So any failed saves are gonna be dead. But you're saving on 3s, so you're basically Space Marine right now.
All the Vickers into these guys in the spread line here. Need 5s.
Actually, before I do that, you might be 6s. 16. I'll have to spread them. I'll have to do them differently.
So half of them are going to be 6s, half of them are going to be 5s.
Yes, sir. You're getting it now. All right, so here's the first one.
It's the track.
These are meeting fives. You've gotten cold, man.
They went cold.
3.
They're ice cold.
Time to use the big ones.
Okay.
All right, these are meeting 6s. Ice cold again.
Wow.
I'm gonna pin you, man. Just 4. Could kill all 4 if you roll a bunch of 2s and 1s, though.
They have no gun shield.
No gosh, no. Just 1. Just
Save
this guy's dead only.
Oh, I lost a guy.
Yeah, because you rolled a 2.
Yeah, so the guy's dead. All right then.
Not even pin.
Not even pin. I
Not
did
even
lose
pin,
it.
yeah.
Gun crew. All right, well that sucks. All right, what's next?
The 6-pounders will go to the P4s. So just the 4 shots there.
Hands or 3s.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's check this real quick. Location is in Lancaster. Gettysburg is close to it. That's cool. All right, so what are you doing?
I'm just going to use the
6-pounders.
6-pounders into your Panzer force.
All right, 6-pounders here. Back in the Panzer 3s.
And
2 shots each.
Yeah, this time I need 4 because you're within 16.
Oh,
So we'll double up on
all hits.
on this guy here.
No more big dice.
So yeah, well you can try to swap the extra hit to the short if you want,
Yeah.
which you probably should. You do. So this guy gets 2.
All right, so the short dice is going to go.
Yep.
So
So
the short barrel.
for armor 5, so you need a 4 to tie this time because we're close range.
Oh crap! 2 went through.
We'll leave the dice there for him failing.
Okay, then the guy in the middle
He
Good.
ties though.
ties.
Because it's a 9, so
Okay, and then the guy in the end.
fails.
Oh man, that
It could be bad.
6-pounder platoon is suddenly
So here's 2 possible destroyed. Oh,
No.
this is double bailed.
double bailed.
Possible bail, he's bailed, and possible destroyed is destroyed. So
Oh,
that
crap.
last guy's dead.
That last Panzer IV is killed. He's bailed and he's double bailed.
Yeah, so you have to roll an immediate motivation check for him on a 3 or better. He's fine.
Got it.
So they're just all bailed.
And then I bail back in.
That's
my
my
turn.
turn. That's the start of your turn.
Okay. All right. And then
And I just have 1 Crusader to also fire into there. And then just whatever's here to try to do some damage to your infantry there. Crusader.
yeah.
I might just direct fire this gun into there, to be honest.
So the last Crusader
Yep,
is going to fire back at the Panzer IIIs again.
same thing. His target, the long barrel guy within, well, actually, no, he's going to have to target the short barrel guy to be within 16, so we'll do that. So needing 4s, just the 1, so it's going to have to be on him.
Oh, it's a fail.
It's a possible. Here's a possible.
Oh.
He's dead. He's already bailed too, so
Wow.
you got 1 bailed tank there.
That platoon got
You're in trouble. Yeah, he's in trouble.
suddenly the odds of even.
yeah, a little bit.
All right. So what's next?
I was gonna direct fire, so I'm gonna just direct fire this guy. He's gonna shoot like this at the last remaining Panzer IV.
All right.
Needing
Direct fire 25-pounder.
needing 4, missed.
Okay, thank God.
The rest of them will just fire into these infantry in the open, needing 4s.
2 hits.
So we'll go here and here. And you can
3 up saves.
actually I think one of them has to go here. So 3 up for that guy. He's fine. And then 1 guy over there.
Oh, 1.
So he's dead.
Okay. Well,
There's no pinning because
no pinning, but yeah, I've gotten a little bit beat up, but
the platoon's a little beat up. Then we'll fire just the machine guns these guys have. So they're pinned, so they only get 3 total, and then these guys get their. Okay. Let me check. Let me just make sure these guys actually have rifle MGs, the HQ.
okay. Go for it.
Oh, they only have rifles actually, so they only get 1 shot.
All right, here we go. Just rifles.
5 needing 4 here, because we'll target.
They're pinned though. Does
This guy.
that do anything to them?
Lowers their rate of fire. It's a movie, which is still a 1. Oh, slow firing. You're right. They need 5s. So the 3 here need 5s because these back guys are pinned here. Just 1. which we'll put on this guy in the open, which you can try to swap.
Yeah.
And then these two are not pins. They need 4s. We'll still target the open guy, which you can try to swap, of course.
So
But I can't actually see that guy, so one of them has to be on.
So I'll try to swap from my platoon leader.
Sure.
No.
Yeah. So now you just take them.
Platoon leader save.
2 stays in the open here. At least dead, but he can just replace that.
Getting smaller.
And then you just have one here. He's fine. They might be. Man, I should have kept track of how many
Yeah, we'll
they
take
have.
it. We'll check it out.
I don't remember.
Um,
I don't think they are.
no, I don't think so.
Yeah, because I need 5, and I only fired the 1 25-pounder at them, so
Yeah.
I don't think they're 10.
Okay. All right.
So they fire. I'm too far to assault. Too far to assault here. They fired. So yeah, it's your go.
Last stand test.
Yeah, you also take a last stand for
In my turn.
in your turn. Yeah.
So that's it for shooting.
How does it for shooting? Yeah.
And that will do it for the British shooting. So he's even the odds up over here quite a bit. I lost a oomph in my attack, and then he has a whole bunch of tanks pressing on my left flank on this side, and my Panzer III platoon is decimated. All right, so we'll come back and start turn 3.
Yeah, those firepower, they got pretty lucky. So. Because the 4 firepower is a 50-50, right? So
Let me check the chat real quick.
sure.
All right, so yeah, Greg's back. Jessica's here. Hello. Thanks for stopping by. You missed, actually, you missed quite a bit. Well, I mean, you saw this part, but I had pushed him out of the village, and then he was all pinned out, and then even pinned though, he did a pretty good job shooting back.
Well, the Panzer
Hello, Andrew.
They took the beating. Your infantry platoon is not in horrible shape, but the Panzer platoon definitely took a pounding.
All right, so I'll go ahead and do my, your
couple
cavalry
rally steps. Yeah.
cavalry stuff. All right. So the one bailed Panzer.
So first check to get back in.
See if I get back. Do I have to do a motivation check or?
It's the same as a 3 up for them. If he doesn't get back in, and then we'll check last. You might as well just go and do the last stands with 3 or better.
Got it.
Yeah, he's fine.
So he's just still bailed.
He's just stuck there basically.
Up there. Okay. My mortar.
Unpin your mortar platoon. They do.
Okay, I need them.
You have a bailed out tank over here, L6. They're actually pretty lousy at getting back in.
You know, the 2 definitely.
Definitely not. So he's
Not
still
getting
bailed out, but they're still in good spirits because they got 2 tanks active. I think that's it because I didn't pin them. So
movement phase.
The movement phase. Yeah.
And is your infantry platoon still pinned
They're
down?
still pinned. My artillery's still pinned. So
Might have to go after them. All right. Italian movement phase.
Yeah.
All right. I don't even know what to do.
yeah, it's gonna be tough. You can either try to prepare yourself for an assault and soften them. I mean, you could just try to go into it. You would take. Well, the maximum you would take is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shots with the amount of guys you have. It's not horrible.
8
odds.
shots?
Yeah.
What? 5s?
Some hitting on 4s, some hitting on 5s.
I mean, what am I going to do? I should just press forward. I was kind of hoping my tanks would be ready to help me
Yeah, I know. I mean,
assault in, but that's not going to happen. So my artillery is going to have to.
your artillery might have to try to thin them out. The problem is if you try to assault this turn, you're not going to be able to drop bombardments where you want them because you'd be too close, right? You'd have to be able to somehow.
I have to be within 4 to assault, but further than.
But you also don't want to be like the template. I believe can't it can't be within 4 of your guys, right? So I guess you could try to drop.
Maybe I'll try to drop a barrage on those Vickers guys.
Yeah, you could. I mean, you could also try to drop a mortar barrage on these guys. You could still drop that artillery barrage like somewhere here, but it's getting very close to. It's like that's about as far as you can see into here.
Well, what I might do is just get into the buildings and then drop artillery and shoot from the buildings.
For one more turn.
Yeah, just kind of. It's only turn 3, so I mean, I could spend one turn maybe trying to soften you up a little bit.
It's not a horrible idea.
That's what I'll do. All right, we'll start over here this time. So I'm going to move my infantry into the buildings.
Sure.
Which means maybe up there like that.
Maybe it's there. Maybe you can put a pipe back here or something.
Platoon leader will go up there. Panzers can't do anything. My machine guns will stay put. My Elephantinos.
You can move your machine guns up, right? They can still move and fire.
Can they?
Yeah, because
I can't go down a cliff though. So high for those guys.
probably not. It's true. I mean, it's up to you. The only thing is right now they're out of range of everything. Right?
Oh, that's right. Crap. All right. We'll just come down and around.
They can move 8. So you can probably do something like that.
Oops. Let me redo that. Just in case. I'll get the repelling gear out and come down like so. So there's my machine guns, my AT guns.
My daughter's asleep.
That's good.
And she's like,
Oh wow. There you go. I got camera right in there, like directly above.
yeah, it's like a nanite, they call it. It's all the rage. Then you have your Elephantinos to move if you want.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
You can try to dig the, well, if you want to keep firing, you can't dig in. Because that counts, like you can't shoot and dig in.
I want to keep shooting at everything I can. Yeah. So I'll fire my mortars over there. My 25 pounders will go on there. And then over here.
So we have to be like, so the 25 pounders, you could probably drop a template, like try to drop it here. I'm just saying that you have, like, the template itself can't be within 4 of your teams, right? Because that's like danger close, right?
Right.
So it'd have to be like,
As far back as I can get it.
but the thing is, you can't technically see back here, right? Because this is like a hill.
I can see all right on the objective.
You can see right on the objective, then yeah, you can just drop something like this. If you want to do like
So yeah, I'll do
Something
that.
like
This
that.
guy can see through that.
through this
Right.
little right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So he'll fire there, mortars will fire there. As far as moving, my 90 will take a shot up there. This 90 will probably turn. See if I can finish off that tank on the hill. These guys, is there any chance to penetrate these grants at all?
Oh yeah, the Grant's only front armor 5, then you're AT8. So
88.
so you have 8 shots hitting me on 4s.
Okay, so I'll just stay put. My infantry, might as well get into position a little bit more into the village. Get ready to make the move on the objective. Try to get some cover.
Sure. Yeah, they're super vulnerable to Valentine's getting in their face. They have nothing that can act. Well, you have your Passaglia bombs card if you decide to use it on that turn. But
So the guys inside will go on the roof. I'll put 2 more guys inside.
sure. Yeah, you can just lift it up.
Leader will go up there with them.
Well, you can't technically fit on there. You probably want to put them like up here or something.
So can I put guys back here? How close do they have to be together?
6 inches from the leader.
So they all have to be within 6 of the leader.
Ideally, it technically don't have to, but it can lead to morale issues if they get stuck outside.
So if the leader's out here, he can get targeted though, right?
Yeah, but in this case, it doesn't matter too much
Okay.
because he's just like
Oh, and my company commander's out here too.
You might want to put him in the building there. Like if it was me, I would just lift this up and put him in there. Put him in there because you want him within 6 of your company. This one doesn't have to do that.
And then, did he try to, he didn't get back in.
No, he would get that.
What the hell are these guys gonna do? You can't do any damage, right, to anything, these little tanks?
No. Oh, they can hurt.
And I got a guy's I still got a tank pinned bogged down or nailed out.
Yeah.
So I can't really just drive off, right?
I mean, you can drive off and leave him there. The only thing is that he will have his action if he gets back in is going to have to be to get to move directly towards his unit, right?
Yeah. So
you can leave him there. It's just a matter of if he decides to get back in, then he's going to have to move with his unit. He's going to have to directly move towards his unit, right?
I'll just leave him here, I guess. Just cannon fodder.
Well, you can also come.
Are these guys in here?
Yeah, I think that guy might be on top of it. You can also try to. They can hurt the Crusader.
They can't hurt these guys.
Nah, because the Valentine's side armor, I think he's like a 6. So.
Thinking about really just backing them up.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea either.
Just kind of defend the village for now. Help this infantry platoon out. I think, yeah, that'll do it. That will do it. Okay. That's all the movement. So we'll start off over here. Italians are done moving. So I've just repositioned myself to get into hardcover in here. I do plan on bombarding. So I'm going to spend a turn in here and then a turn trying to soften them up with 25 pounders. My machine gun platoon moved off the bluff and they moved down in front of the bluff because they were out of range. So they're going to try to get up to where they can shoot something. AT gun platoon just stayed put. All my artillery, my mortars. My mortars are going to try to. Maybe the Vickers will think about it. Over here, my 90 mil just turned his turret over there. See if we can help finish off that. Valentine over there because the smoke is blocking the way anyway on this side. They're going to stay put and just fire at the Gramps. The infantry platoon in this village has just got into cover. Most of them, not all of them, could make it. And then I have one bailed out little tank here, and then the other two just backed up to try to help just defend this village a little bit from all this enemy armor that's swarming in. And that's it. So we'll go ahead and do the shooting phase. Or whatever they call it. Shooting something.
Yeah.
Let's start with the artillery.
You take that range, and that's because they direct fire, so that goes away.
So let's try the artillery.
Sure.
So we're going to start off with the my howitzers. I don't even know what they're called.
Yeah, they're howitzers.
100
millimeter.
100 millimeter howitzers. I have one of them in 28 now. But I didn't really ever know what caliber it was. But anyway, they're going to fire through this little gap here, and we're going to just try and drop one about right there where that crown is on the objective.
Yeah. So if you do there while staying outside of that deadly post, you can get pretty much
all but your HQ.
The thing is, we have to, with the artillery, when it's this close, we have to keep it a certain distance away from your friendly targets, right?
Okay.
So with that, you can get probably not the HQ, but you get these 3 plus a 25 pounder, so it's still good.
See if it lands.
Yep. You're over terrain, so you need a. Let me check your skill. It might only need a 4. Because the artillery, no, you didn't. Yeah, it's still 4. You need a 5.
5 up.
First attempt.
Italian artillery for the win. No.
You get 2 more tries.
Nope. Come on. Italian artillery.
No.
Man, we don't hit anything.
No. So this goes.
All right, let's try the mortar. The mortar battery on the Vickers. Vickers platoon.
Yeah, you have plenty of range. 40 inches, so you can drop it straight on top of them. I think the way perfectly.
You're perfectly spaced out.
So that's a 4.
No.
Second try. No.
Oh,
One more. Italian
man.
artillery is
Mortars and artillery all missed.
stud rounds, I guess.
Yeah, some bad rounds. Okay, the infantry will fire.
Sure.
Your infantry, I guess.
Yep. They're just dug in, so they need 5s.
How many shots do I get?
Well, the guys that didn't move get 2. So I think 2 guys moved. So you should have Is there a guy inside here too?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then you should have, I think this guy and this guy moved, right? So there's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 shots.
Each shot.
Medium fives. Depending who you're firing at. I don't know who you're firing at.
Just
The weak guys?
yeah.
So 8 shots medium five.
Yeah, the weak guys. All right, here we go. Italian infantry platoon firing into what's left of this British infantry platoon.
Not a whole lot.
1 hit. Wow.
Here's a save. I failed it. So firepower check. 6 up.
Come
Kill
on.
him.
Got a little down a little bit.
Oh,
I
you saw it.
I saw it there.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay. Let's see what's next. We'll do that 90 mil in the back.
Sure.
Little fire.
Like a Crusader. I see.
Yeah.
Go for it. You just need a 5. Or 4, sorry.
So this 90 mil is going to fire a couple of shots.
You
Up
can
at the
only
Crusader.
see this bailed one though, because of this
Oh.
rock here.
Well, I'll shoot the bailed one then.
Yeah, might as well. I just need a 5.
Got 1.
I can't save it, so
So just straight to firepower. Kaboom.
It's kaboomed.
So one of the.
So they're gonna have to take
Crusaders
a last
boost.
stand check next turn, or when it's my turn.
Okay. Now the Elephantinos, man, they can't really see anything anymore either.
I would fire the 25 pounder personally, and then you can use that guy to fire at these guys
So these two here.
because their firepower is a 4 up. It's pretty good. So.
All right, so these two guns are going to fire at the 25 pounder on the bluff.
You're within 16, and I fired, so you just need a 5.
Got one.
So I have a 4 better save. He saved.
And then this one's going to shoot over at that Vickers platoon over there.
Same thing.
Just
He didn't move. He gets in the.
oh,
You didn't
2 shots.
move. You get 2 shots. So you should actually have
2 more.
2 more for this guy here.
Okay. So nothing
Same
there.
thing. You need 5.
I got 1.
No, it's 5s.
Oh, 5. Okay, never mind. Nothing. All right, so we'll move on to this one here. I can definitely see.
Can you shoot him?
I can definitely see that last.
It's just long range conceals with 5s. You get another shot. You get move.
Oh, it's a hit.
Go straight through.
Oh no, and that's not a. No, that's just a veil.
It's just a bail.
Wow.
He's probably gonna run away though.
Maybe. All right, now we'll move over here. My infantry can't. Well, I might be able to shoot at your Vickers platoon, right? Some of them.
These 2, yeah, for sure. They moved in, so it would just be 2 shots, needing 6s.
Okay.
No 5s because they're just concealed.
2 shots.
Yeah. Well, you moved in there, right? And you could rifle into D2.
So, my infantry platoon is going to fire at the Vickers. I only got these 2 teams in this compound here that can fire.
So let's check this. 3.
3 shots.
Yes. You got 2 hits. So just the front 2.
So failed.
This guy failed here. 6 up firepower. He's dead.
Okay. So I got the Semmerventes and then the 2 little tanks left. Let's do the Semmerventes next.
Sure. The little tanks aren't going to be able to hurt anything that they can see there.
Okay.
Well, no,
Let's get them
that's
in.
technically not true. They can fire at the Crusader. One of them can fire at the Crusader and possibly fail.
And there's 2 shots each for these guys.
Yeah, so you should have 8 shots at my grants.
Even 3s,
Shooting 4s.
4s. Yeah.
Those aren't part of the Death or Glory.
Okay. So my Semmerventes are gonna blast away at the Grants. 2 shots each, needing 4s. These guys aren't Death or Glory.
Yep.
All right, Semmervente.
Oh, it's pretty good.
3,
3 hits.
not quite average.
As they lie, it's front armor 5, so I'm looking for 3s or better, basically.
No
Block
problem.
2, but there's a possible bail on that guy over there with the 3 or better.
Not happening.
Not happening.
Yeah. So these tanks can't do anything.
Well, he can fire at this guy. It's I mean,
This
one,
guy?
Well, yeah, I mean, 1 shot.
All right.
I'd have to roll a 1, but you know, you need to hit me on a 5. But
Stranger things have happened.
yeah.
Yep. But the expected thing does happen this time, and I believe that's it. So I didn't really that first push I made was pretty epic. and everything's kind of slowed down for me. But I'm still pushing on towards that objective. But over here, I've stalled a little bit. Not it's horrible. Now this would be the bottom 3, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
You're gonna be rolling 3 dice. You're right.
We'll see if his he's still got a platoon of tanks up in reserve. So you want to roll for those real quick?
So your turn's over?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I got to do a few cleanup things here. So I have
Wait, I could assault those still, couldn't I?
if you wanted to.
No, I wasn't going to do that. I was going to wait a turn to try and soften you up. All right. So we'll wait. So we'll move on to the bottom of turn 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I just have to do a bunch of cleanup. So.
Okay. So cleanup phase for the British. So we'll start with the platoon.
Yep. So platoon with the HQ. They need a 4.
They're
They
still
don't want to get up.
there.
These guys is more important. They need a 3. They
Okay.
do. So they're not unpinned.
So 25-pounder platoon is
Yeah. So here I got a remount, which he doesn't, and then last stand. So I have
So
a
he's
Veiled
still
Crusader up there. Very cool. Very cool.
I think that's it, right?
Yeah, because nothing happened there.
And over here.
So I'm gonna see get a reserve.
Yeah.
I get 2, so I get both in.
What do you have left? Oh, the mortar. You have a mortar platoon.
I mean, a mortar platoon is kind of. I only put it in there because I had to put 2 points in. They're just gonna hide behind this. Honestly, they're just gonna hide behind this building. Well, actually, they shouldn't.
Let me bring the camera over.
It's out there. They
Go
can't
left
fly
here.
or anything. But
Recreate, putting them up there.
yeah, we'll do it. 16.
Hey, it's 68 Ratvet. I know who that is. That's George. What's up, George? George likes to give us helpful hints, helpful pointers. He's full of good suggestions. Oh, sorry, you're moving. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, it's just basic movement here. Crawl forward. Oh, this smoke goes away now because it goes away on my turn.
That was it for the smoke, huh?
Yeah, it's just there to kind of help out.
Suddenly, it's not looking good for me.
No, I kind of swung a little bit, that's for sure. These guys didn't pin.
I was feeling pretty good earlier, and then suddenly it's kind of just bogged down.
Yeah, you're really close to just blitzing me on turn 1, or turn 2 or so.
I told you that story about. Oh crap! Hold on, let me get my camera over here. You might have to redo that.
Sure.
I told you that story about Andre and the tournament we went to for Flames of War.
Yeah, I feel for Andre.
How he got wiped out like the beginning of the tournament.
That happened a lot to people in B3. That happened to me a couple times. Or where you get bogged down because somebody was basically just playing an American artillery or British artillery part. And they would just be like, okay, it's your turn. And then your turn would happen. Okay, I'm just dropping like 20 bombardments on you. And their AT was like crazy good, like way more effective than it should have been. But
Is that it for movement?
I think so. I mean, I moved these guys, moved all my tanks except the Grants. They're just going to sit still. Although I'm worried about the Lancia, but it is what it is. We'll just deal with it. If we get killed, we get killed.
All right, so you move the.
I moved the Universal Carriers over here to kind of just be a part of Overwatch.
Everything else is over here.
And then everything else is over there.
Over here, you did bring in both reserves, so another platoon of Valentines has come in. Also what is that?
Just a 2-man mortar crew. They can't fire this turn.
81 mil mortars.
Yeah.
So then 3-inch mortar section has come in over here. This Valentine platoon is driven up. And then these guys just stay put. And that is it. So move on to the shooting step.
Yep. I don't remember if when I charge into contact, if I
Charge.
well, I think the thing is you're behind a fence, which means I think I have to roll a cross check, which I don't know if I really want to do with a Valentine. They're not very good.
What is there?
Crossing.
What is there crossing?
That's a good point. I don't know. I want to say it's a 4. Yeah, it's a 3. I mean, I guess it's worth it. I don't know. But being bailed out, if I fail, it maybe destroy the tank, so it's not like super smart either.
You were thinking about assaulting in that courtyard there?
Yeah, but I don't remember the rules. I think because you're like technically in the fence or whatever, like I think I have to like do a cross check, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's fine. We'll just start with shooting.
All right. Okay, where are we starting?
We'll start on this side, I guess.
Artillery?
Yeah, we'll try to do the 25 pounders on this area again. Ideally,
First thing we're going to do is 25 pounders who are not unpinned are going to again drop a
do something.
barrage back here onto these mortars and guns and stuff back
Yeah,
here.
we'll do that. So we get the 3 mortars and then one of the other each. Well, we gotta see if we can get it. So the first try, yes.
It's a direct hit on the first try.
So here's for the mortars, meaning 4s. So 2 of them are hit. You can just mark them with dice for now. Here's for the Lancia, miss, and for the gun, I hit.
Okay, the 2
Yeah, just 3 batters.
2 mortars. Oh,
Oh, shoot. 2 possibles here. I think their firepower is only 4 up, though. So here's 4 up.
Oh.
Wow. All right. Well, that
2
unit's
mortars.
pinned and they're dead. So.
2 mortars wiped out.
And then your gun team gets a 4 better save.
The gun team. And my dice is
Possible.
And the gun is dead. Wow, that was an effective artillery barrage.
Yes, super lucky that one.
But my AA truck is still standing.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And those 2 are pinned.
they're all pinned. All right.
Well, not the gun, not the truck, but the 2.
The gun, the 20 or the howitzers and the mortar. All right.
And then that's them. The 6 pounders will just fire at the last remaining P3, being, I guess, 4s.
Okay. All right, 6 pounder. Try to take out the rest of the German Panzer 3 platoon.
Yep. Just 2 hits. So you save both, or one's a possible bail on 4 better. Nope, he's fine.
That platoon is still hanging
He's
around.
still there. He's probably gonna remount though.
I hope so.
Yeah, and these Vickers will fire into this
Okay.
Elefantinos. I'll have to measure again because I think he's 16. He is.
I think 2 were in, 2 were out.
I think something must have moved or something. I think it might have moved, you guys, but yeah. So 2 in, 2 out. So here's the ones that are in. I still need 5s.
Okay, 2 Vickers are within range, 2 are long range.
Need 5s. Just there's 4 there, and then another 6 needs 6s.
Maybe 12 or 12 more.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Need
12 more than
6s.
6s.
Well, they're actually pinned this time.
Okay, the Elefantino platoon
It's pinned.
has been pinned.
Yeah, and then they're taking 6, 7 hits.
7 hits.
This could wipe them out.
Good.
They're not done again.
MVP Vickers platoon.
3 or better. Oh my god! You saved only 2 are dead.
2 are dead.
Which
Oh,
is bad.
that is really bad.
The Italians are starting to fall
My
apart. a little
platoon
bit.
has just gotten decimated. 2 mortars, a howitzer, 2 AT guns.
Yeah. And then just to wrap up this side, we'll fire the guys who are all kind of stuck there.
The pin platoon.
Yeah, so the pin platoon, we'll just fire into your platoon. You're all concealed and stuff. So
Okay.
these guys are going to need, normally it'd be 4s, concealed 5, slow firing 6, 1 hit. The HQ is not. They need 5s. Nope. So just one hit.
Oh wow.
Still need
Another
6.
fail. Oh wow. You could do what I got him.
Yeah, well, they're not pinned though. That's kind of a bad thing. So they can still kind of force something on me. Unfortunately,
Now you got an unpinned
yeah,
25-pounder platoon. Yeah. Okay.
So
So go over and do the tanks.
yeah. The Grant's got to do something this time. We can't just whiff like last time.
Let me see if I can find another pin down thing here.
Any of those? Not those are old. Those were all for when you had to roll for each of the.
That guy's pinned in needs to take a check, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah, my salt is come to a grinding halt.
unfortunately.
All right, so let's start with the grants.
Yeah, we'll start with the Grants.
I have to start with the grants.
All right.
Is it 2 shots per gun?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, no, not the small gun. The small gun's still only one.
Right.
That'll be the black dice needing 4s.
Okay.
So we got these are the ones we care about. Those are main gun. So 1 main gun or 4 main guns, and 1 pop gun.
So one each.
Yeah, and that's AT. I think it's 18-9. Double check.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah, it's 18-9 against your front armor of 4, so you need 5s to
On
tie.
the big dice.
No, the small dice are the big guns.
Oh.
The little dice is a 87.
I will start with the small 37 mil.
Yeah, so you need a 3 to tie that. He bounces and take that away.
So this guy here for the big gun.
Yep. You tie it, so there. That's
Fail.
That's a fail. That's a fail, and that's a tie. So the
Tie here.
the tie is bailed.
Fail.
Yeah, because it's a 3 or better. And that's a tie, so he's just
Oh, a
bailed
tie.
out. No, he's bailed out.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Failed it. All right. This bailout.
He's fine.
So just this guy here is going to be.
Well, no, these 2 guys failed. So I got to roll
sorry.
firepower for those guys. So these are for destroying them. So those 2 middle guys are dead. So 2 middle guys are dead, and then the guy on the end is fine, and the other guy's bailed.
And my whole force has just disappeared in its turn.
Yeah, it's not looking great.
This guy was bailed.
That guy on this front guy here.
It would be nice if at least one of these guys would have.
You can use that, doesn't matter.
Okay, so then what else were we going to do next?
We're just gonna shoot those into the Semiventes as well. I guess there's not too much of a point, but
All right, so what's less than my sim event? I lost 2, and I had 1 bailed.
Mhm.
And then these Valentines here are going to blast away.
Same thing, needing 4s, 5s actually. Dead. I'll trade in this. These 3 are gonna fire into that little tank platoon there, needing 4s. 3 hits.
Oh, damn. All right then.
But it's front armor except this guy, so you just need a 2 or better.
So 2 are better on these here.
That's super beating.
That bounces back. And
Yeah.
then the guy hitting it from the rear.
Yeah. That's a tie too. Oh no, that's a penetrating hit because it's a
From the rear.
from the rear. I still need when he's dead.
Oh, I'm running out of explosion markers here.
I got some over here.
Wow, my whole force has been. Okay. I think
There's more pin mark.
your Victors hasn't even fired yet.
These ones, yeah, they have.
Yeah.
Yeah, they.
Oh, they
killed
killed,
the
that's
elephants,
right.
yeah.
And I think that's it for your snow. You still got these 2.
Yeah, I was gonna just try to drop a bomb. I can't because everything's too close, unfortunately. The way things work, I don't think they can really. Yeah, there's not too much they can do. The range is very short too, so I can't even go all the way back there. So no, I'm just gonna assault or try to.
All right, I'll set up the assault.
Yeah. So we'll start.
I'm gonna change my battery real quick.
Yeah, we'll start here. We're just gonna go onto this guy I need to open.
Tank assault. Well, I might have to break out those pizza bombs.
Yeah.
Or whatever the hell they're called. What are they called again?
Pasaglia bombs. Pizza bombs a pretty good alternative to pizza.
Okay, so are you gonna assault? Oh, you can't.
Well, you do one at a time. Because it could, if I say I move, you have to, if that platoon is forced to move away, then I can't technically assault those guys, right? Okay.
Yeah, no problem. Take a few minute break. Now we still got 10 people left. This is a long live stream. This game takes a while to play. Although it seems to have gone a lot faster here in the last turn for sure. See how long is this video? It's going to be. Yeah, we're already at an hour on the video.
Yeah, the more infantry and stuff you have, it like gets longer and longer.
But one thing I noticed with the last time we played this, the each segment is longer. Like I've had the camera on for like 2 or 3 minutes at a time, and that really speeds it up because all I got to do is line up that extra footage once, and I can just chop it up. It's when I have little short segments like 20, 30 seconds long, and then I try to put something in on top of that. That's what takes up all the time. But I'm hoping to do this one up with sound effects and everything, and explosions and shit. I used to do that all the time, then I kind of got away from it. Trying to get back to it. All right, so the assault.
Yeah, this guy will have to just.
Should I break out the pizza bombs now, or I guess I'll just break them out now.
Yeah, I'd see an hour. Even when you attack.
I don't see that happening.
Yeah, so they get 83 firepower 1 against tank armor. So, but you probably want to use it to make sure you counterattack. So you don't want to use it and fail. You know?
Yeah. All right. The Valentine platoon is rolling into this square here, and they're gonna tank assault me.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna use my pizza bombs.
Not quite yet.
Not
so
yet.
Only the 2 here could get into contact with that. I didn't want to go into the building because I believe I have to do a cross check or whatever. So only those 2 there can go in. They need 4s. So 1, so that guy's crushed under 4. And now you roll. You motivate the counterattack. You do have your company commander, so you get to re-roll. That's a 4. Well, you have the company commander nearby.
If the commander's gonna have to motivate these guys.
Yeah. So anyone within 4 of that team, so these guys here, they can be in the assault. So now you can decide if you want to use pizza bombs.
Yeah, I'm using the pizza bombs. I gotta use them at some point.
Yeah. So you can just pop out this guy.
I have guys, I think, inside the buildings too.
Yeah, that's your like company commander.
I think I have some guys who are supposed to do.
Oh yeah, a bunch of guys. So those guys can pop out.
Yeah, so we got 5 teams total.
Yeah, we can do, so it'd be 3 on this guy, 1 on this guy, 1 on that guy.
Okay, so
Just do the 3 on that guy. You need to hit me, so you need it's on your skill, which is a 4. So
1 guys.
you got 2 hits, so put him next to him. Next guy is a 1 hit. Hit him 2. Next guy. All right, so it is now your anti-tank 3 because of pizza bombs.
Yeah.
My top armor is 1, so you now if I roll a 1 or a 2, this is bad. So the guy who has 2 hits, he's okay. The guy who has 1 hit, he's okay.
Darn.
Yeah, but I still have to motivate the counterattack.
The pizza bombs didn't help. Is that once? So I can use them again, or is that it?
I think it's once.
One use.
Yeah. Until the end of the turn.
Okay.
So basically, if we keep going back and forth, you still have pizza bombs.
So we're running out of pizza here soon.
Yeah, my motivation only 4 though, so.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they don't. I'm gonna use lucky. I'm burning my lucky card. Need a 4.
Got it.
So they're gonna stick around.
Okay.
He's gonna go there. So it's the same thing. So 1 swing over here on that guy for 4. Next guy and next guy. So these 2 guys are dead.
Oh, I didn't get to say.
No, not in assaults.
Okay,
So that's the
so
most brutal part.
I just have 3 left on these.
We gotta motivate first.
Let's see if we can do this.
You get to re-roll because it's an
Captain.
And, so they gotta back up 6 inches, at least 6 inches from all the teams here. So you gotta give me like 6 inches of clearance.
All right, let's do that. So it's bubble here.
It's just from this guy here, so it's like, so basically,
Sort of pulling back into the village.
yeah.
Is there anyone?
Yeah, your company commander guys in there. You can just, yeah, it's fine. They're the old metal models.
CO will come out.
And that's a big, I don't know what that is.
That's a Luftwaffe. Okay, so that was that. So now you can assault with those guys? Or not? You decided not to, right?
Well, they have to consolidate. So I'm gonna just consolidate back towards here. For these guys, because they weren't part of the assault technically, and you were already outside of 6 here. So now I can decide to push in here.
But you would have to take a
I
check.
have to do the cross-check stuff, which would mean that you would still have.
I don't know where your dice are going right now.
Yeah, but that means you still have pizza bombs too.
Oh, that's right. This is the same third. Oh, it's raining.
Ah, shit. No, I don't think I'll risk it because I'm already in firm control of the objective. So I think I'm gonna just.
I don't think I'll be getting to that objective anytime soon.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and call it a turn. That'll be turn 4.
Yeah, I think it's almost over here.
Yeah, I think so.
I can't, got nothing left. Even if I assaulted your platoon over there,
You
you got
got
those Brens.
it's the Brens that are gonna be rough for you now. You'd have to find a way to get rid of them.
We got 1 Panther 3 and 1 Elephant team left.
Yeah. But for now,
All right, so do I have any?
you have to do the checks
Cleaned up?
for sure. Yeah, there's a lot of possible checks here.
So we move on to the top of the next Italian turn. It's looking very grim suddenly. My platoon has been pushed out of the village, away from the objective, and there's a wall of Valentines blocking it. And my 2 little tanks can't do anything. I got 1 left here, bailed, and 1 upright. I got 1 gun left, 1 in Panzer 3 left, and then my platoon over here is the biggest thing I have left. And then I still have the 290 millimeters.
Which haven't done that much.
I haven't.
Surprisingly, they usually do a lot more work, but you've been kind of whiffing on their shits.
So cleanup phase.
Yeah, so we'll start with getting back in there. Yeah, that's no. So we do the last stand at the end. So these guys should be pinned as well because they of the assault. So you can try to unpin them as well. So they just need a. They do.
They're getting
Motivated. All right, unpin here. They do. Get back in here. You do.
Okay.
Get unpin over there.
Unpin my mortar team.
They do. And unpin your artillery as well. They do.
Okay,
So
good. I was
everyone's
running out of
unpinned.
pin markers.
Yeah. Now we do last stand though. So we have a last stand there because there's only 1 guy who gets spirits. They're on 3 though. They're fine. Last stand for El Tantino Man. He's gone.
He's toast. Elephantino's toast.
Yeah.
My mortar is probably gonna have to take 1 as well.
Yes. He's got 1 guy left.
He's gone.
Yeah. And then
The platoons.
P3. That's the last one. P6.
Okay, I needed him.
He's
If I
on
have any chance at all, it's gonna have to be him.
And I think that's it for your cleanup. So
All right, move on to movement phase. What are my chances here? 0.
I mean, technically we probably would have timed out already, but because we're on turn 4, I need to get to turn 6 somehow. So it's gonna be rough. You can try to like do some damage with this formation, I guess.
It is already 10:13.
Yeah.
I could just call it. Video's over an hour long now. It's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, we can call it. It's
All
fine.
right, fast.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll just call it. So we'll just wrap it up.
sure.
All right then. The Italian commander is going to take what's left of his pizza bombs, and we're going to withdraw. We're pulling out, boys. There's no way I can.
Mamma mia.
There's no way I can pull this off at this point. So we're just going to wrap it up. So I thought I had a good push. I drove those Indians out. I was in a good spot, and then my Panzer III platoon got decimated by those 6-pounders. It went south for me there.
Well, honestly, if that had survived, then you probably would have won because
my Panzer III platoon.
yeah, because if they had pinned, which they were both times, and your Panzer IIIs were able to thin out some stuff here and stay in the fight, because one more assault and you're only 5 or 6 shots over here because these guys weren't there.
Right. Oh yeah, if I had a Panzer
And one more
Panzer III
push.
platoon over there with that, yeah.
Yeah, because that second push would have done me in because you would have probably killed all these guys. And artillery, if they can't retreat, they just get captured, right? So that means everything over here would have been gone, right? And then it's what do I have over here to push you off, right?
So losing the Panzer III platoon was essentially the end for me on this side.
Yeah, they didn't. I mean, the 6-pounders, these 2 stupid 6-pounders did the most damage. Yeah, because these got wiped out pretty quickly.
I played with 6-pounders once before, but it was late war. Like they didn't do anything.
They don't do anything.
But in this setting,
they're
pretty good.
I mean, your front armor is 5, so you know you're saving on a 4 or 3 on long range, and the firepower is 4. I got lucky too. I rolled a lot of 4s on the firepower, thankfully. And then you got really unlucky with the Grants because you had 8 shots against Grants with my front armor of 5, and you like missed all of them basically.
Yeah.
Which probably should have wiped the Grants or at least forced me to
take a test.
Take a test because then the Semoventus could turn and start to support.
That was the plan. But I was hoping to get up there and dig in.
Your Lancias didn't do as much as they normally do either.
Oh, these? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it did it. It might have killed them.
I think you got a Crusader or 2, but like you want to kill the Valentines, right? Not Crusaders are not super.
Yeah, I split them up. I mean, this guy was in a decent spot to be able to rotate and shoot both ways. This guy not so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then I had no chance over here. I thought I was going to just swarm up there, dig in around to get within whatever the distance was, and dig in, be in the buildings.
Well, the Valentines are tough for the Italians. Honestly, I probably should have just done like a Grant formation. Then it probably would have been swung the other way and been really easy for you because you could just bully them off because they're not very good in assaults. But the Italians are rough. I don't know. They
seems to be a universal thing. The Italians in every game suck.
No, they're
at least when I'm playing.
They're good in this game. Kevin's really good at playing the Italians. He has a lot of tanks, a lot of little annoying tanks. So
the tanks are tough, even the little ones. I mean,
well, the thing with the little ones, they get hit on 4s. So I think the way I just don't have the models, but like Kevin, for example, has like 20 M14 tanks. So imagine if you have 20 M14 tanks. I can't stop.
Oh, you just swarm in.
Yeah, like that's game. That's game.
Yeah. So anyway, it's a fun game. It's a fun game. This was everything spread out really well. At least when I would always see things where I would see parking lots of tanks. I don't know if that's more Team Yankee thing.
Well, so the thing I always tell people with Team Yankee is that essentially every vehicle is the size of a King Tiger in Flames of War.
Right.
Like every vehicle or bigger. So it's like, imagine having like 20 King Tigers on the table, plus infantry.
Especially if there's any kind of terrain that constricts that.
Like Team Yankee, I think you need either a bigger table or some people like to play it in like 6 mil.
6 mil would be cool.
But
that'd be fun.
Team Yankee's fun too, but I think you just need a bigger table or restrict the amount of points, basically.
Yeah. So anyway, it's a fun game. For all you people that want to see us play Battle Group, I'm sorry. I have the books. I'm still working on it. If you really want us to play and you want to come onto this channel with me one day, off the channel, just privately, and teach me how to play the game with my minis on the table and stuff, let me know, because I would be happy to do that if someone who's knowledgeable with the game they can kind of walk me through it, get me started with it, because it's kind of daunting looking at that book. I have to admit,
We only have so much rule space in our head.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like, it's like
I exceeded that like 5 years ago.
yeah. I think like I've got right now, Flames of War, Sharp Practice, and maybe like Saga. I think those are the three that I can play without like pretty. Like I feel confident teaching people how to play. Other than that, Bolt Action and Chain of Command. That's all you. You have to tell me how to do.
It's like the old thing. It's like between both of us, we know everything.
Yeah,
Whatever I don't know, you know.
Except Battle Group.
Except Battle Group.
Dude, Battle Group is hard when people were trying to get us to play in Southern California too. When version 3 was, when people were getting annoyed with version 3, and it was daunting then too. We were all just like, maybe we're just dumb. I don't know.
That's what I feel.
But it's a daunting rule set.
It is, but it looks cool. So yeah, we'll get to that. Don't worry. Again, if you know the game and you want to help us learn it, just contact me somehow.
We got the models.
We got everything we need. We just need someone that knows what they're doing. So anyway, thanks to Johnny for coming over. He brought all the terrain. He brought everything. So I appreciate that. Get something different on the channel, different time period, different game, different scale. So really cool. And as usual, check out our Patreon if you want to get behind the scenes look at what we're doing here, get special content, special remote games, which we're going to be playing on this week as well, to our practice, and Facebook group, all of the social media stuff as well. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see y'all next time. All right, that's the game. Man, that went downhill quick.
Hey, you wanted to play the Italians, right?
I did.
It's like,
Timo. Is that Timoteo?
I guess he's a glutton for punishment.
Timoteo is here. He made it at the very end. Of course, he's in Germany, right? So
God damn. It's like
that's
we're over here like I'm tired. These guys are staying up fucking hella late.
no, it's probably like early in the morning over there. It's 10 o'clock here.
Yeah, it's definitely gotta be early AM over there. Yeah, I think in Spain it was like 9 hours or something difference.
Yeah, the UK right now is 7 hours, or Greenwich Mean Time. Yeah, it's for daylight savings, I think it's 7 hours. And
Tabletop CP good. Fans are dedicated, I guess.
Yeah.
To watch us play Flames of War.
I was really surprised how well that last one did. I mean, it was as popular as a Bolt Action game would be.
Well, I would say
Probably the same size player base. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, Flames of War is like probably this.
Maybe bigger than Bolt Action.
I don't know if it's bigger, but it's definitely like it's definitely one of the top World War II games, right?
Yeah, for sure.
For sure, like no way. It's definitely the gateway kind of historical because they provide, Battlefront kind of provides everything. You don't need to like, go, everyone kind of knows World War II, and then they I will say like with version 4 they got a lot better at like, here buy this box and like the rules are in the box, all the cards you need are in the box, so you don't really have to do
we're gonna shut the stream off now, guys. Sorry I killed the cameras. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.